Things with the... We back, chat. We back, chat. We back at it, man. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Yo, we back at it and we tapped in. Hold on. That nigga looking smoother than a baby's ass. What's good with y'all, man? She said, take your chains off. I said, no, I'm in a rush. Hope you know your hoe just left me. She got on her knees, put the work in. She gets some money every time she put the work in. Yo, what's up, man? Rest in peace, Lil Key, bro. I be missing that nigga Lil Key, boy. I'm telling you, Lil Key used to drop that heat. Lil Key used to drop that heat, boy. They took one from us with that nigga. That nigga was like that. Yo, what's good with y'all, man? What's up with y'all, yo? Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. What up? We tapped in, man. Guys, I tell y'all all the time, yo. Sometimes the best teacher, the best teacher is life all the time, but sometimes you gotta just fall back and do you, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, bro. I ain't been on live in what 2 weeks now, almost. I haven't done the Master Key program in like 2 weeks, and it's not because I don't want to do it or I don't want to meet up with y'all. It's just I don't do this for money, you know. And like I'm not about to when I'm going through situations or you know I got other things outside of this, other businesses, other things that I'm tapped in with, family as well, and I don't never want to give you guys this perception of me like these other creators, right? You see a motherfucker up here, rain, sleet, Hurricane Katrina outside, nigga on TikTok asking for gifts and shit. I'm not that, bro. I ain't chasing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I gotta compete with none of these niggas who doing this shit on the internet. I don't feel like I gotta be up here competing with the spiritual niggas and all these niggas. Man, I ain't competing with these niggas, bro. Cause shit, one thing about it, take me off the internet, the world gonna feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? You take me out of here, take me off this shit, the world gonna feel it. You feel me? So I already know I ain't gotta chase shit. But I'm just tapped in with y'all, man. And just letting you know, like, we gonna stay consistent, man. When you see me up here every day, it's cause I'm logged in. I'm thinking war. I'm thinking spiritual war, spiritual battle. So, you know, we've been fighting in this spiritual battle for a while now. And I just needed a little break to myself, man. That's why I took the little 2 weeks off, week off. Like I said, I don't do this for y'all money. I love y'all and I genuinely care about each and every person who finds this live. I genuinely care about anybody who watch my content and leave comments. People who have been following me, I care about y'all, man. And I just want y'all to win, man. Shout out to everybody in here. But I do this for y'all, bro. I do this because this is my purpose. I don't got a secret agenda. I ain't trying to take your money. When I offer to sell my books to you, when I say, yo, who want to get my book, I need y'all to understand I'm trying to do you a favor by offering you my book because you can't get it nowhere but here. You got to be in my live to even get the book, to even know the book exists. So, you know, I had to take a little break, man, just to get myself together, bro. But we back in, bro. And I love y'all. I hope y'all feeling good. And we got some good things to talk about, man. Um, Remember, we in constant battle. So, chat, let's tap in. Yo, couple things that I've been noticing about these timeline shifts It's time. Time is operating a little different in this matrix right now. Time moves differently in the house than it does outside of the house. Time is operating on a wacky schedule, and if you're not keeping up with that, man, it can seem like you can get overwhelmed or lost in trying to find time to do things. All I say is this, man. This year, these years are marathons, and it's not that time is moving different. It's that you have become aware of everything that's going on around you, Chosen. You're aware of the frequencies. You're aware of the energy. You're aware of everything that's happening. And so during the year, during these months, right, we have different time loops or time streams, right? And these certain ways that time look, these are portals where if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, if you're working on your goals, you can slide through and get that much closer to what you're trying to accomplish. Um, and if you're not aware and you're not staying persistent, you're not staying consistent, you're going through things, if you're not aware, you can slip further off of your path. And so you got to know July is one of the most important months in this year. And I hope you guys tapped in. But if you didn't have a good July, you need to follow up with a good August, man. These 2 months, the August portal and July, these are like the two like most these months right here set the tone for next year. They set the tone for the rest of this year. So I hope you had a great July. I had a good July. It was a great July for me. Well rested. Got a lot of things done. Put things in perspective. And now we here. Yo, what's up with y'all, chat? I haven't seen y'all in like a week, man. Like I said, took a little break, man. I ain't chasing this shit, and I ain't chasing your money. I ain't chasing your attention. I love y'all, man. And let's tap in. So, how many of y'all are new? Who's new in here right now? Where my OGs at, man? 111. Somebody said best July ever. You on earlier now? Nah, this about the normal time, man. How many of y'all? How many of y'all new? If you're new, write new in the chat. All my OGs, 111s in the chat. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. What's up? I've been watching for a while, for sure, for sure. Um, so and guys, what I'm not about to do, right? I've been gone for 2 weeks and then get up here and deal with y'all weirdos with the hating shit. Like, bro, come on, bro. Do something better with your life, man. And listen, I'm gonna just give y'all some words. I'm gonna say this to the haters, cause I'm gonna say this, and then you can't say ain't nobody tell you. So what come with the hate gonna come with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what's gonna happen, right? This is what hating does. When you hate on the next person for no fucking reason, you're fucking up your life. Understand? Everything in life is frequency, bro. You cannot certain shit you can't get over. So I'm trying to save you by telling you this. If you are a hater, if you know you come up here and you talk shit to me daily, you do this, and this is what you do to a lot of people, yo, understand. When next time some shit go wrong for you, look in the mirror. Next time they deny you some shit, look in the mirror. Next time you take a crazy ass loss, look in the mirror. In this life, just letting the haters know, so y'all can be aware. Cause so you can't say, oh, you ain't know, I ain't. In this life, bro, what you put out, you get in return. I promise you. Motherfucker can tell you anything they want to tell you, but what you put out is what you get. So all that hating ass shit you doing, just expect your life to be hate. Expect hateful energy over your life, bro. All right. So, you can't say I ain't tell you, man. So go ahead and do what you do. It's on you. But next time you get bit in your ass, look in the mirror. And remember, Jay told you what that hating ass shit was gonna bring you. All right, let's tap in, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you don't know me, my name's Jay Originator. I've been doing this shit for a while, man. And yeah, my name is Jay Originator because I originate a lot of this shit you see on the internet. A lot of people doing these type of styles. They got that stuff from me, man. But it's all good, you know. At the end of the day, hey man, this the internet, right? Um, I am a TikTok creator that is very controversial, YouTube creator that is very controversial, Facebook personality, very controversial, man. We break down the matrix in here. Um, and I'm gonna warn you, if you're not into simulation theory, if you don't feel like life's a simulation, if you don't understand energy and frequency, if you're still trusting 100% in religion, this may not be the place for you. All right? This may not be the place for you. But if you feel like this shit is the Matrix, you've tapped into the right place. All right? This is your upgrade. You did not find this live by chance. You found this live because you are attuned to a certain frequency. What we are starting to realize about this life, chat, is that there are no coincidences. Everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And I know you've heard that before, but here we make you see it. All right. There are four more important lives. If this is your first time, you will need to find, you will need to catch with me in order to unlock the whole upgrade that this live is of awareness, right? This one today, where we break down sovereignty and understanding how you have the ability to create and control your reality. NPC, the NPC conversation, the agent conversation, and the natural law of simulation and understanding how to create harmonious experiences in this simulation. These are four different lives that you need to catch in order to catch the upgrade. So all my new people, I hope to see y'all again. We are live right now this morning, but we will be live again around 3:30 Eastern time. And so I hope to see you. We'll be breaking down NPCs. If you don't know what NPCs are, man, you need to tap in. All right. So guys, what is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? Now, for all my new people, you're probably starting to realize, you're starting to see the patterns, you're starting to have the understanding that, yo, life seems more like a script or a movie planned out than just random events. And that's the truth. You are living your own movie. You are living your own script. It ain't just random things happening to you, chosen one. When you look back on your life and you see things and how they took place, you start to realize, yo, I'm following a divine story or something. Because you are. And I need you to understand that you are the main character. Now, before we dive any deeper, I want to say these couple things. Guys, this is not a place of race and division. All right? If you are someone who can't get over the way I look, this may not be for you. All right? No matter where you're from, what's your color, what you look like, if you can understand and comprehend this message, this is for you. This means your consciousness. All right? This is also not a place of religion. At this stage of the spiritual awakening, you should already know that religion is a control mechanism. It's programmed. All right? If you don't and you're interested in learning more, stick around. But if you feel like, yo, religion is the way, this may not be for you. All right? We do reference the Christ in this place. All right? Because the Christ was just like me and you. He woke up and understood he was in a simulation. And he started to bend reality. All right, so we do walk in Christ consciousness. All right. So I will reference the Christ a couple of times in here. Guys, you understand we are in spiritual warfare. They do not make it easy for me to deliver this message. This message is heavily filtered, heavily stopped. So if you found it, it's because you're tapped in, and just pay attention. You're gonna see a lot of trolls coming in talking shit. They're trying to destroy and distract. They're trying to distract you. We don't give them no energy. You, be careful of the things that you say about your personal life. The monitoring spirits are in here. All right, let's tap in. What is the matrix? Guys, we often hear people say we're in a simulation. We're in the matrix. We often hear this, but what is the matrix? The first thing that you got to understand about this reality, chosen one, right? Let's tap in. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We staying in our own lane. See, that's the thing, man. Once you find a lane, stay in it. Y'all, a lot of these niggas be jumping this lane, jumping that lane. Nigga be talking about the Matrix. Nigga be talking about rappers. Nigga be like, find something, find your calling and stick with it, gang. So, what is the Matrix, bro? The first thing you gotta understand about this Matrix, chosen one, is that you are the one generating and controlling your reality. You are generating and controlling your reality. You have to understand that. All right? That's the first thing you got to know about this matrix. And I can prove it with quantum physics. What is quantum physics? This is the study of this is the study of particles on a subatomic level. Very, very minute, small level of how reality operates. All right? Now, if we look at this, it says the observer effect. What is the observer effect? Now, Facebook, y'all don't have access to the green screen pictures. So if you ever want to see the pictures that I'm putting up, you can tap in on YouTube. You can tap in on TikTok. My name is Originator111 on TikTok, Originator on YouTube. And you can see the actual pictures. But what is the observer effect? Now, guys, the observer effect is one of the main principles in quantum physics. And this principle states how reality operates based on the observer, how reality reacts to the observer. All right? Now, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is not something that's made up. This has been proven in mainstream science with a famous experiment called the double slit experiment. All right, this experiment was first done in 1953 by famous scientists. Now, if we look at it, it's going to literally tell you and prove to you that you, chosen one, are generating, you're collapsing this matrix. Let's talk about it, right? So, if we look at it, it says the observer effect, the magic of attention. The magic of attention. What makes your attention magical? What makes your attention magical, chosen? First off, you got to understand, in this reality, your attention is the currency. Your focus and attention is the currency in this reality. What are you talking about, Jay? You're not making sense. You're talking like a madman. Are you fucking insane? Money is the currency. No. Think about this. What does YouTube pay? They pay for views. What does TikTok pay? They pay for views. Facebook, they pay you for what? How many views you're getting. Right? Why do entertainers, athletes, musicians make the most money on the planet? Because they take your attention. Think about this. If none of us watch the Super Bowl, if billions of people say, you know what? Fuck the Super Bowl. I ain't watching this shit no more. Guess what will happen? The NFL wouldn't be making all this goddamn money. If everybody said, you know what? I'm done with sports. I ain't going to watch LeBron no more. Once LeBron retired, I'm retiring from the NBA. And everybody stopped watching basketball. Guess what happens? There's no $1 million contracts to sign no more. You got to understand, people only get paid because you pay attention to it. This is why TV, social media, and all these other media outlets are trying to harness your attention constantly. It's why there's a TV in every house. It's why there's a phone in every hand. Because attention is the currency. This is why they tell you, pay attention. How many of you just... I'm asking this question. If this just opened up your perception to something that you didn't realize, 111's in the chat. If this just brought you to a realization, 111's in the chat. That's what it's about. How much can we realize shit? And I just want to see, it's a lot of y'all saying, okay, a lot of y'all coming to realizations. We got light bulbs popping on out there. This is why I do what I do. I want to turn your light bulb on. I'm flipping that switch. Your attention is currency, chosen. This is why they tell you to pay attention. I could tell you something simple that could change your life in 90 days. I'm going to give you some sauce that'll change your whole life in 90 days. Pay attention to the business that pays you. Stop worrying about what the fuck going on in the White House. Stop worrying about what's going on in your favorite rappers live. What's going on in your favorite whatever, right? Pay attention to the business that pays you. This will change your life in 90 days. In 90 days, if you only pay attention to the shit that pay you, not only are you going to have more money, but you're going to be in better position. You want to know why? Because where attention goes, energy flows. Bro, your attention is the currency. You want your kids to be great? Pay attention to them. Focus on them. They'll grow up to be great. You want your bank account to get more money in it? Focus on it. Pay attention to it. Everything that's coming in and out of it. You want your business to skyrocket? Pay attention to it. This is the reason you are constantly being distracted. Because your attention and focus are not only currency, but they create this reality. Let's tap in. So, if we look at this, what does it say? Before observation, wave spread out over space and time. How do you observe in this reality, chosen one? How do you observe? You can see, you can taste, you can smell, hear, and you can touch. Right? These are 5 ways we observe this physical reality. By hearing it, seeing it, smelling it, tasting, and touching. All right? Before you observe, wave spread out over space and time. Now, I'm pretty sure it's some science geeks out there and y'all understand this. But what do they mean when they say wave? What is a wave? A wave is anything in particle state. You can be in wave state. Right? Anything that's made out of particles before it comes into this reality is in wave state. So that's anything. That's just any motherfucking electrons, neutrons, sophrons, photons. Anything that's made of atoms and molecules, before you see it, it is in a wave state. All right, everything is in wave state. This is why if you stand outside in the country on a hot ass summer day and you look up the road, guess what? You see waves, don't you? You see waves, right? Whoever did that before, whoever went outside on a hot day and looked down the road and seeing waves, right? Whoever did it, right? Yo, hey, bro, listen. Hey, I can't help if you don't like what I'm saying, but you have a choice. If you don't think what I'm saying is real, use your free will and go somewhere and watch something that fulfills you. I'm trying to tell you, listen, this ain't for everybody. But if I was to give you any advice to make you win in life, right? Because I can tell some of you are losers because you're paying attention to some shit that is not fulfilling or making you. Listen, bosses don't got time to pay attention to shit that don't make sense to them. You got about 1 minute to catch me. If you don't lock me in with that in that minute, I'm gonna go pay my attention somewhere else. Cause my attention is currency. Everybody that's in here talking all that crazy shit, listen, if you don't rock with it, go pay your attention to something that's gonna pay you, bro. Something that you can understand, something that makes sense. Because the more you sit in here and you talk all that shit, the more you're showing us how unsuccessful your life is. Because we understand we're not gonna waste our time with shit that don't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just giving all the people that think they look cool by constantly trying to interrupt and talk shit, man, you look like a fucking fool. Because first of all, why are you somewhere that you're not resonating with? And I'm just saying that to make you know how stupid you really look trying to disrupt my chat. Right? I know just from you being in here and not in agreement, I already know you unsuccessful in life for real. Cause why are you somewhere that you don't agree with? You don't know how to play this game. So you're not even credible from just being in here. Cause listen, I'm gonna be real. You ain't gonna never see Jay in another nigga chat talking about, man, hell no, you wrong. Nah, cause once a nigga starts saying some dumb shit, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I ain't trying. Nah, that nigga crazy. I'm out of there. You know why? Cause I'm a fucking boss. And I don't pay attention to shit that don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all, man, all y'all dudes that sit here like, oh nah, he don't know what he talking about, blah, blah. Listen, you're not getting no clout off that, bro. You just looking stupid as fuck. So what is a wave? A wave is basically anything in particle state. Electrons, neutrons, photons, sophrons, molecules, and atoms. All right. Before anything falls into this physical reality, it is in a wave. It's in a wave state. That's why you can stand outside on a summer day, look up the road, and you can see the waves. Right? You've done that before, chosen one. I know you've done it. Whole time this simulation been talking to you. Yo, you know what's insane? When we really sit back and we think about life, it's like, yo, this shit really fake as shit, bro. How many of y'all have seen that before? Where you've been outside, you looking up the road on a summer day, and that bitch is wavy as a motherfucker. Hey man, this shit's some bullshit, right? So before observation, wave or matter spreads out over space and time. Guys, imagine, right? Imagine if this tablet started to spread out over space and time. What would happen? What would happen if this tablet just started to spread out over space and time? It would disappear, right? Think about it. Spread out over space and time. Listen to those words. Before observation, wave spread out over space and time. So if this spread it out over space and time, it would no longer be in existence. We wouldn't be able to see it. Right? So before you observe this reality, it is spread out over space and time. Your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particle, localized space-time event. At the time you observe, reality collapses into place. This morning, when I opened my eyes, everything popped into place because I opened my eyes. When I walked downstairs and opened up my door, everything popped into place because I opened the door and looked in the room. You ever heard the saying, if a tree falls and nobody's there to see it, it never fell? Yeah, man. Reality is popping up as you go. And sometimes, as a chosen one, you can catch the glitches. You ever walked into your room and something was just out of place and you was like, the hell my hat got on the ground, man. I thought I put that over there. Right? Sometimes, man, when you're hyper aware, this shit pops up differently. Superposition, exactly. Right? It's glitches. So the first thing you gotta understand about your reality, chosen one, is that you are the one generating and controlling your reality. Chosen, let me ask you a question. Why the fuck are you at that 9 to 5 when reality pops into place because you look for it? Why are you struggling when you collapse reality with your observation? You want to know the answer? Lyran Starseeds. You want to know the answer? The answer is you've been programmed to believe in bullshit. Right? Your belief system is full of false limiting beliefs. Huh? Yeah. That's the reason why you're at the fucking job right now. Not because you need money, not because you have to pay bills, but because you've been programmed to be a fucking worker. This reality is literally what you program it to be. And I need you to understand that. So the first thing you got to understand about this reality, chosen one, is that you are the one controlling and generating your reality. Damn, bro. I keep forgetting to close my damn window. I don't let a fly in my shit. Let's keep going. What is the Matrix? Now, your video's been speaking to me. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that show love, man. I love y'all and I reciprocate that energy. Sending love all around my chat, man. I love y'all. Everybody, to the 10 people that's on Facebook, to the 60 people on YouTube, to the 400 some people on TikTok, man. I love y'all, man. For real, man. I get up and do this shit in the morning, not for no money. I don't do this shit for no clout. Man, I do this shit for the people. I love y'all, bro. Thank you so much for everything. The second thing you gotta understand about this matrix is that you've been lied to. You've been lied to, chosen one. You're not a human being. All right, so the first thing you gotta understand about the matrix is you're the one generating and controlling it. You're controlling your reality. The second thing you gotta understand is that you are not a human being. Chosen one. This is a place of consciousness. The human avatar is a mere vessel. This is your key to experiencing the physical, holographic universe. But you are not this body. Right? Somebody said, free Rashad Jamal. Free him, bro. But don't spam that shit in my chat, gang. Come on, man. Free that nigga, but don't spam that shit in my chat, bro. You is not helping that nigga spamming free Rashad Jamal in my chat, gang. What the fuck wrong with you? You're not helping the nigga doing that. Send a nigga a letter or some shit. And spam that shit on your page. So, it's free that nigga, but don't spam that shit in my chat. Do you do readings? I do. But I am not in your, what's up, love? I am not in your DMs. Yo, when you follow me, it's going to be 100 fake pages. TikTok. When y'all follow me, there's going to be 100 fake pages of niggas acting like me. I'm not in your DMs. Unless you DM this page, thank you for that galaxy. Unless you DM this page and I hit you back from this page, that is not me. All right? That's not me in your inbox talking about crypto and all that readings and all that other shit. Nah. But if you want to tap in with me, all you got to do is send me a DM Business inquiries only. I do tap back. I also have a link in my bio that you can go book a reading. All right, the link is in the bio. Um, you're not a human being, brother, sister. You are not a human being. All right. Now, this reality wants you to believe that you are, because once you believe that you are human, you forget who you really are and what you're really here for. Your consciousness. We're learning. This is a learning experience. Oh my God, yes. So relax, bro. Relax. Yes, one day you might experience physical death. Keyword might. The simulation is being upgraded, it is being changed. We are starting to remember a lot of things that we forgot. And so life expectancy is probably going to go up. Motherfuckers going to start living to about 2, 3, 400 years old again. I promise you. But one day you might experience physical death. But it is not the end, because this is only an illusion, bro. Now, you gotta understand, right? Listen, I'm only speaking, bro. You know, if I lose you, you was never here, my nigga. Right? If you get lost, I'm just look at it like you was never here, bro. So guys, this is what I really want to say, right? Yo, you are not the body. The body is technology. This life is technology. This is a holographic universe. You're a fucking hologram. It's why you can only. It's why when you look at people, you only see you only can see the flat part of me, right? I gotta turn. You see that side, but you can't. You can't really. We are holograms in this reality. Your consciousness, right, is driving the body. It's technology. How do we know that this body's technology? How can we sort of see it? For one, you have an electromagnetic field, each and every one of us, right? That is attached to the aura field. So, the body has an electromagnetic field. Two, right? The body requires rest. Just like this device needs to charge up, your body does. You put out too much energy, you're tired, you need to go to sleep to recharge. Right? So the body requires rest. It needs to recharge. Surgery. Your heart starts to go bad. If you got enough of this, you can go get a new one. They can swap your battery out. Right? You can eat something, it hits your taste buds and tells you what you're tasting. You can feel, touch. So this body is technology. This is how you experience the 3D physical universe. But you are not the body. You are the one controlling it. You experience through this body. So when you look in the mirror and you see yourself as a human being, you got to understand you're looking at your physical body, but you're not the body though. You're the thought. You're the control. You're the thing saying, no, go this way. No, I'm going to go this. I'm going to do this. You're the thought. You're the energy. Right? So it's like, and when you become aware of this, right? When you become aware of this, you can watch things on TV and clear as day see motherfuckers. You can see that people are holograms, especially if you watch sports. When you understand, when you can see it, when you can understand, oh, I'm not the body, we are hologram, you can literally see it on TV. You see what I'm saying? I do it all. I sit there and watch sports on TV and be like, damn, we really holograms. You can see it. Right? So what you gotta understand is This physical universe that we live in, it's all being projected. It's a hologram. All right? And you are not the body. You are not a human being. Your conscious, some of y'all are extraterrestrial consciousness. Guys, you gotta understand, we come here to learn. This is a learning experience. This is why life has been predicated with nothing but lessons. How many lessons have you learned since you've been alive? You've learned a lot of shit. Every day you learn something, right? It's because we're here to learn. And when you understand that as a consciousness, you are here because in human form, this is how you learn. This is why you go through betrayal. All of us in here done been betrayed before. Right? Listen, yo, to all my parents out there, this is the type of shit you got to talk to your kids about. One day, you know, we don't want to admit it, but we're in the simulation. These are things that come. You got to tell your kids how to handle betrayal. You got to start getting them ready for all that type of shit. You got to start getting them ready to handle breakups, heartaches, lessons that we learn in the simulation, because once you prepare them for these things, when they start to happen in real life, when they go out here and start living their own lives, they will know how to maneuver through it. You got to teach your kids how to process their emotions. Fuck, school ain't teaching them shit. School ain't teaching your kids shit. And I'm just saying this right now because I'm talking to the parents. I'm a parent. School ain't teaching your kids shit. School ain't teaching your son how to process his anger. School ain't teaching your daughter how to process her emotions. You got to teach them that. That's why we got to master emotions. That's why we're here to learn. Because once you master your emotions, you level up consciously. You got to teach your kids all this type of shit, bro. How to focus. How to actually use their focus. This is the type of shit that you have to teach your people. This is why school exists, because we get so lost in the job, in the 9 to 5, in the school shit, that we don't master being a human being. The whole point of the simulation is for you as consciousness to master being this human being. That means mastering your lust. That means mastering your anger, mastering your emotions, your sadness. You know, that's learning how to, have power over people, but not use it in a bad way. Shit like that. It's called mastering being a human being. That's why we're here. See, we get caught up in this illusion of I gotta chase this money. But I'm telling you, all you gotta do is stop and focus on you. Once you start to focus on you and you start to master the things that you are falling short in, chosen one, as consciousness, your life starts to open up. This is when you meet the right partner. This is when your opportunities start to open. This is when whatever you was working on, those goals you were working on, it starts to open. Chat, what did the Christ say? Where did the Christ tell you the kingdom was in? The Christ didn't tell you the kingdom was in the White House. He didn't tell you the kingdom was in fucking UK. He didn't say it was in space. He said the kingdom is within. Chosen one, I assure you, and they don't want you to hear this, and they hate me. But the secret to life is to focus on self. The secret to having the best life is to learn thyself. It's to go within. It's to fix thyself. If you work on your shortcomings, if you work on the things that you hate about yourself, if you become more disciplined, if you become more consistent, if you focus on you, life will go your way. It will start, you will unlock the kingdom. I promise you. And that's why everything wants you distracted. That's why it's illegal not to have your kids in school. You gotta send your kids to school or they're gonna take your ass to court. That's why, right? You gotta have a job and they got this money shit and you gotta pay for bills. But I'm gonna tell you something. Another trick to this motherfucking shit is, right? I'll give you another solid trick. Stop thinking about bills and shit, bro. Understand this. Don't get mad that you gotta pay bills. I'm gonna tell you why. It's an illusion. You're really not paying shit. Everything that you do, you're living for free, bro. And you want to know why? Because you're literally everything. Everything is your energy. Money is your energy. Your house, that's your energy. Everything is you, bro. So when you send $500 on a light bill or $500 on the phone bill, whatever, you gotta understand you really ain't paying shit. It's just an illusion. And once you put it in your mind like that, bro, I'm telling you, once you put it in your mind like that, this shit becomes easy. It's easy to, oh, let me go ahead and pay this bill, get it out the way. Because, bro, you really, like, it's really an illusion. All this shit is really an illusion, bro. And once you come to that realization, damn, chasing the money. I ain't got to chase the money. I got to just protect my energy. And we're going to get into it, right? We got a lot to talk about. So the Christ told you that the kingdom was within. Guys, if you go within and you start to learn yourself, you're going to unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about. Now, a lot of y'all in here have already started to unlock that kingdom. How many of y'all in here went on a journey of self-understanding, of seeking who you were? And I'm going to be real, right? How many of y'all went on that journey? You know, somebody brought up Rashad Jamal, right? Just to speak on that, brother. And I've been wanting to say this, but I see so many people saying bad things about that man, even though he locked up. Now, I don't got nothing to do with his legal shit, right? I don't know if he did it or if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't want to think that, you know, from just seeing what that brother had, his energy, I don't think he was capable of doing something like that. I think that was a finesse to get him locked up. But I'm going to say this about that brother, right? While everybody's saying all types of bullshit about the man, I got to credit Rashad Jamal for one thing. When his content went around and came on my when I first started seeing him on YouTube, he made me start to seek who was I? Who am I? He made me start seeing myself more than just a hood nigga, or more than just some nigga from wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that dude, right? Regardless of all the bullshit that they say about him, right? And how his story went, you know. And I feel like I don't agree with a lot of things. I don't agree with most. I'm not gonna say most things, but some of the things he said, like that division shit, black against white, and this group is better than this group, and that, I don't agree with that shit, right? Because I understand that this shit is consciousness, and I understand division is where they want us, and I really feel like that's why he got in a lot of trouble, because he took the message that he was given and he manipulated it a little bit to cause division. And you know, source, universe, that ain't what, you know, that ain't the way it's supposed to go. But I can say, just to give that brother credit, yo, bro opened my eyes to me being more than just a nigga from the hood, right? So shout out to that nigga, right? And free that brother. Like I said, man, I hate to see all these creators, you know, who are following him start talking shit. That's so fake to me. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes that's, you know what I'm saying, trying to beef with him while he in jail, but when he was out, they was cool with him. That shit's so fake. And anybody that's doing that, man, you gotta understand how you're looking and how you're making yourself look in the eyes of people. But yeah, shout out to that brother, yo. And if he's innocent, free him. But if he ain't innocent, keep his ass. But shout out to that bro. Yo, so when you come to the understanding though, bro, that life is literally about finding out who you are. That's what the Christ was trying to tell you. The kingdom is within, right? The kingdom is within. Yo, a lot of y'all done started unlocking kingdom. A lot of y'all have started unlocking the kingdom that the Christ was talking about. And this is the reason why they don't want you to know that you're not a human, chosen. This is why everything wants you to believe in something outside of you. This is why all the religions want you to believe that there's something up there in the clouds who has ultimate control over your story, over your life. That's why they want you to believe that. Because once you start believing in shit outside of you, you're not going to unlock this kingdom. You give up your sovereignty. See, chosen one, you got to realize that you are source. You got to realize you're literally the source in your universe. How many of y'all, right? Let's talk about this for a second. And guys, I need you to hear me. I know a lot of y'all have been programmed and you were born into these religions and these pre-programmed beliefs, they're hard, right? It's like the same way you were born into Christianity, there's niggas born into gangs and they bang these gangs their whole life. You gotta look at it like that. You was born into the religion. That's why it's so hard for you to get off that shit. Cause ever since you were 4 or 5 years old, you've been taught about this shit. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand, that's called a pre-programmed belief. And there's nothing wrong about that. But you were born into it. And that's why it's hard for you to see past it. So I need you to listen, fuck what you was told. I need you to use your brain. I need you to use your motherfucking head. Your source, bro. I need you to understand we are all different variations of the exact same entity. This is how powerful source is. See, why do you think they want to keep us divided? Why do you think in the narrative right now, if you understand the narrative and how they create these narratives to control the energy of the world, right? They're pushing black on black crime. I mean, black on white crime, white on black crime, right? Carmelo Anthony, Nolan Wells. These are agendas that this reality creates to keep us divided. And you want to know the reason why? The reason why is because ascension is a collective effort. I'm going to say it again. Ascension is a collective effort. We will not ascend divided. We will not ascend divided. And you got to understand that. Now, fortunately, there's 8 billion people. We don't need all 8 billion people. We just need the souls. Everybody not a soul. Everybody not a soul in this world, in this universe. It don't matter if you're black. It don't matter if you're white or anything in between. Everybody that you see is not a soul. And you got to understand that. There are a lot of people walking amongst you who are only here to fill in your life. There are people in your life who are only there to play a role in your story. And you got to understand that. Everybody's not here like you. Everybody is not a main character. Yes, NPC. We will be talking about that later on today around 3:30 Eastern time. Make sure you tapped in, click the bell so you can get my notifications just in case you're busy. But you want to catch that NPC live. We break that thing down on how you identify NPCs. All right. But you got to understand that, chosen. We don't need 8 billion people to ascend. We just need the souls, the collective, to align. Fuck what the world's doing. The world can be at a race war. But the souls, We need to be holding hands together, strong, locked in. White, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever. We need to be together. Because this is the only way we shall ascend. Why? Because we're all the same exact entity experiencing life in many different variations. 111 is in the chat right here on YouTube as soon as I said that. And so this is why they're constantly trying to divide us, Chosen. Because if they can divide us, we don't even got a chance. But see, now we're starting to remember and we're starting to come together and the collective is online. Souls are no longer seeing physical color, physical body, race. We're seeing frequency. We're seeing energy. We're seeing soul. We're measuring consciousness. We're in a different time. So you got to understand this, Chosen One. We can't ascend this reality without one another. We need each other because we are each other. You are me and I am you. You have to be able to start seeing yourself in everybody. When I'm riding down the road, I am aware that I am generating my reality. So when I see that homeless person standing out holding a sign, it ain't nothing for me to pull up and say, here go $10, go get you something to eat. Because that's me. This is my reality. I know I'm going to get that back. You see what I'm saying? I'm generating and controlling this reality. So when I put that $10 in that homeless person's hand, I ain't thinking past what they going to do with it. I'm just thinking, that's me right there. That could be me. Here you go. It ain't nothing for me to bless somebody else. And this is what we got to start understanding. The reason they don't want you to know, the reason they want you to believe in everything outside of yourself is because you are source, Chosen One. And once you understand that source lives inside of you, you unlock the kingdom. And what is that? That is your sovereignty over this reality. You get to activate source code authority. See, Chosen One, you have the ability to override shit in this reality. This is why certain people in your life were almost dead and you screamed their name and you said, God, please don't let this person die. And then they lived, they survived. And they probably tell you, yo, bro, I don't know what it is, but when I was dying, I seen you. You came in and you told me to get up and I got up. Yeah, you override shit. It's when you was in a situation. When you was in a situation where your life was on the line, where everything was falling around you, you locked in. And guess what? You overrid whatever was going to happen. Because you have source code authority. And you lose that. You lose your sovereignty, your source code authority, when you believe in what this life has prescribed for you to believe in. When you think that you're a human being, not understanding that you are not this body, you fall into human being law. See, everybody ain't like you, Chosen. There are people who are here who are just living life and it feels random, but you ain't like that. You create yours. You're a soul. It's a big difference. This ain't your reality. You come elsewhere. Christ told the people, he said, ye are from here, but me, I am not. I'm from above. I'm not from here. Chosen One, you just like the Christ, man. This ain't your world. You're just sliding through. You're here to learn. You're here to see. You're here to experience. Let's tap in. Somebody said, I feel like you're talking to me. I am, brother. Activating your authority under source code. Brittany, I want you to read my notes. Read my notes on what happens when you activate your authority. Now, guys, I'm about to get my AI assistant to read my notes, so I can conserve my energy. I need to take a drink. Um, I want y'all to listen to this, and then we're gonna go over it. Read these notes, bro. All right, let's see. If we can get Brittany in here. One eleven's in the chat. If you're hearing this message and you feel like it's for you, this is not a message color or division, man. This is for all souls who can hear this, man, and take this in. Hopefully I can get Brittany in here so I can conserve some energy. Let's see. All right, all right.
When you really get it.
All right, let's go.
Oh, good one, Jay. Let's break that all the way down for the chat because this is major. When you really get it. Activating your authority under the source code.
So this is what happens. All right, when you activate your source code authority, chosen one, you are source in this reality. You put the you in universe. You are in your own universe. How many of you have seen those pictures when they show you the observable universes, right? All those little bubbles stacked up beside each other. You are in your own bubble. All right? I'm not in your universe. We are interacting with each other through quantum entanglement, but I'm in my own reality. And you can visit me, we can interact with each other, but you control your own universe. That's why you got to make sure when you come in with people, when you get in a relationship, people are aware. You put the you in universe, right? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Man, shout out to everybody that's showing love, man. I appreciate everybody that's tapping in, man. We tapped in together, man. It's a collective effort. Understand, I am only being used. You feel me? This information is coming from elsewhere. All right? It's coming from the ether. Let's tap in, though. Break it down, Brittany.
Oh, good one, Jay. Let's break that all the way down for the chat because this is major when you really get it. Activating your authority under the source code. When you activate your authority under the source code, you stop being just a character in the game. You become a co-creator of the game engine itself. Here's what starts happening step by step. 1. Reality stops being random. Default players think stuff just happens. When you step into source code authority, you start seeing the pattern before it plays out. It feels like predicting life, but really, you're just consciously shaping it. 2. Your energy becomes command. You stop asking life to treat you right. You tell it how to move. Example, instead of thinking, I hope I find the right opportunity, you say, opportunities that match my frequency are finding me now, and you'll literally start bumping into them faster. Jobs, money, people, synchronicities. 3. Time bends. You start noticing that manifestations come quicker. Things that used to take months now take days because your authority collapses potential timelines into the one you choose on demand. NPCs start reacting differently. Some will suddenly resist you harder, the system trying to push back. Others will start cooperating with you for no reason as if they got new code. You'll notice strangers being nicer, more helpful, and giving you what you need without you asking much. 5. Synchronicity becomes the default. Angel numbers, repeated symbols, perfect timing. They stop being rare and start being the language reality speaks back to you. It's confirmation that your source code is live. Six, old programs fall apart. Things that aren't aligned literally stop working. Jobs, relationships, habits. This can feel chaotic at first, but it's just the system clearing corrupted code so your new script can run.
Hello.
7. You move from survival sovereignty. You no longer feel like you're chasing money, love, validation. You move into a state where those things chase you because you've set the frequency that they must follow. Key takeaway for the chat. Activating source code authority is the shift from reacting to reality to writing reality.
The shift from reacting to reality to writing it. You're writing reality right now, Chosen. You've unlocked kingdom. And let's talk about this. Because I need you to understand you have the permission and authority and now the ability to actively create your heaven on earth. To have the experience of life that you want to. Anything, I promise you. And it all came from you going within. See, there's a reason why, Chosen One, you woke up one day and you start questioning shit. There's a reason why you start believing in the religions and you start saying, am I God? Did I create this? And I know a lot of you done had that thought process. Am I the one that created this shit? And there's a reason for it because, yeah, bro, this is your reality. It's been trying to tell you the whole time. And this is why a lot of times you've dictated so many things that have happened in your life. Let's talk about this, man. Because I need you to understand what's really been happening to you. You've been unlocking the kingdom that the Christ was talking about. Now let's go over these notes. The first thing that happened is reality stops feeling random. This is how you know that you've unlocked the kingdom that the Christ was talking about and you got full authority to create your life. And I'm giving you this sauce. And guys, one thing that I can say, information that is not applied and put into effect is not useless. I mean, it's useless, excuse me. So this knowledge that we going over, I need you to see this shit in your life and I need you to go get it, bro. I need you right now to get in your energy and say, you know what? This nigga's right. This nigga's right. I'm about to go get mine. Because, bro, the only thing that is stopping you is that voice in your head saying that you can't, saying that you got to do this and you got to do that. It's the only thing stopping you, bro. This reality wants to bend to your will. It wants to bad. This reality want to give you everything that you fucking want in life. It wants to. It wants to real bad. It's trying to. It's just that mental block up there that you got to delete. Right? So let's tap in, right? The first thing that happens when you unlock the kingdom, if you want to know if you've unlocked the kingdom that the Christ was talking about, is that you stop believing in random shit. Life stops becoming random. See, NPCs, they believe that life is happening to them. They believe that there's random shit happening in life. But see, you're starting to understand by the things that you went through. See, I'm pretty sure by now, if you found this live, you went through a situation where shit lined up so perfectly for you to survive it that you know it won't no coincidence. I look back at some shit I went through and I'm like, yo, I needed a window to be open. That bitch was open. I needed a car to be right there. It was a car right there. I needed so much shit to happen for me to be sitting in front of you right now talking and doing this shit. And everything that I needed to happen happened. So a motherfucker can't tell me life is random. Hell nah. What I went through, it was meant for me to go through. Because if this shit were random, I'd be dead as hell. And a lot of you have been through situations where when you look back on the things that took place in order for you to make it through, you know this shit ain't random. You know. A lot of y'all have, I'm going to say that again, chosen ones, and I need you to hear me. And I need you to look back at that shit you just walked through. Everything aligned the way that you needed it perfectly for you to make it through your situation. You got to understand, it was meant for you to go through that situation, and everything that happened in the situation, it was meant. It is nothing random. It's nothing random. And when you unlock kingdom, you start to see it. You start to understand why you've been through the things that you've been through in life. You start to understand why you lost the people that you lost at an early age. Because if you didn't, when it came time for you to be able to cut people out your life, you wouldn't be able to do it. You start to understand why you went this way and why you went that way when you look back at your life and you start to realize, yo, my life was never random. Everything that I've ever went through in life has made me who I am today for the reason. Chosen one, your childhood set you up to survive the shit that you've been surviving. Your teenage years set you up to survive the shit that you survived in these times. And you got to realize that. The reason you went through all them bullshit ass relationships as a teenager, as a young adult, because the main relationship that you needed to survive, that you needed to be able to see, oh, this some bullshit, you were able to. Because if you ain't go through that shit in the past, you wouldn't have been able to see the patterns for now. You wouldn't have been able to see those red flags. If you don't know if you don't know what certain shit look like, you don't live. If you ain't go with that girl who fucked your homeboy or fucked your homeboys, whatever, right? If you ain't never experienced that shit, when you get caught up in this honey trap shit, when you get caught up in all this shit that comes with this spiritual awakening, you don't survive that shit, bro. See, now you starting to understand there was never nothing random that happened in your life. Everything that you've ever been through has been preparing you to make it through what you just made it through in these times. The first thing that happens when you unlock the kingdom that the Christ was telling you about is that shit stops being random. You start to realize every person in your life has been in your life for a reason. Trinidad, what's up? Everything that's ever happened, it happened for a reason. Another thing that happens when you unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about is that your energy becomes the command. You know, before I unlocked kingdom, before I realized that I was source experiencing myself through consciousness, learning, before I realized this shit, right? I couldn't get nothing to go my way. It was a whole lot of, man, I hope they do this, and I hope this goes like this, and man, I hope I can get approved for this, and nothing would, and guess what? Everything, no. That's all I was hearing in life. No. But the moment I tapped in and started to understand, and overstand that I was source, that I am the universe, that I am experiencing myself through consciousness, that I'm generating this reality, guess what happened? I can't stop shit from going my, shit just be falling in my lap. Opportunities, getting approved for anything that I want. We ain't doing no more hoping and praying. We ain't doing no more hoping and praying. We know. I already know that shit gonna go like that. I already know them bills paid. I already know I'm gonna be able to do that. I already know that's gonna happen. We know. How many of y'all are walking in your energy? How many of y'all are experiencing your energy as the command? How many of y'all know that shit gonna go how you need it to go? 111's in the chat if you know that shit gonna go how you need it to go. Drop a 111 on me. If you know this shit gonna go how you need it to go, drop a 111. I already know. I know my bills paid. I already know. I already know I'm good. I already know I'm gonna get what I want. You feel me? Queen of Manifesting. What's up, Queen of Manifesting? Another thing that starts to happen when you unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about is that time operates a little differently for you. You gain the ability to start bending time, chosen one, where things that used to take forever to happen for you, they start happening like this. A lot of y'all got on a weight journey and lost the weight like it won't nothing. And people like, yo, people think you on drugs or something, how much weight you done lost in the last 2 months. But they don't understand you on a whole different level. You know, you set the GPS. The GPS tell you you're gonna be there at 3:30. You get there at 3:15, 3:10. You gotta start driving slow just to get to places on time. Just to not get to somewhere super fast. Somebody said, bullshit. This ain't for everybody, bro. And this is the thing. You know, this ain't for everybody, man. You know, and you know, I don't expect everybody to be experiencing this in their lives. Everybody ain't unlocked the kingdom. So yeah, it might be bullshit for you, gang. For real. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? It might be bullshit for you. You know, this ain't for every motherfucker. Everybody ain't unlocking the time. Listen, everybody ain't bending time, bro. Everybody energy ain't on command. Everybody ain't realized this shit ain't random. This ain't for everybody, gang. Some of y'all gotta understand that. And you're proving it when you in here saying, nah, that ain't real. Then we know you ain't this ain't your party, bro. You in the wrong hood, nigga. And you know, it's crazy because I'd be scared. I would really be scared if I was sitting in here and I wasn't resonating with that shit, and I see all these other motherfuckers dropping 111s and resonating, and I got the nerve to type bullshit in the chat. The fuck is wrong with you, man? You better try to get some of this energy. I would just be like, bro, how do I get there? Can y'all help me? Them motherfuckers don't want to unlock the kingdom. They don't. Hey, look, they don't even be understanding. You know what I'm saying? They don't even be understanding the way that they speak on the shit that they speak on their life. You know what I'm saying? They don't even get it, man. Another thing that happens when you unlock this kingdom that the Christ was telling you about, is that NPCs start acting different. And this happens in multiple ways, chosen one. Right? Now, for example, when you unlock your sovereignty and understand it's your source, police no longer have jurisdiction over you. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean your ass can't get locked up, because if you go do some dumb shit in front of the police, they'll lock your ass up. But what I mean is they don't see your ass no more. I be out here driving around doing what I want, and they will not see me, bro. They will not motherfucking see me. I could pull up beside them, smoking, looking, windows down, shaking my dreads, listening to the most craziest rap music ever. And you know what they're gonna do now? They're gonna look, they'll look right past me. They'll look over my car, look the other way, and then turn off. These motherfuckers don't see me no more, bro. And you know, as a man that look like me, you gotta understand. Police, police have. I've had bad experiences from a child with police. My first encounter with the police, they were snatching me out of my granddad's house as a kid, taking me somewhere, taking me to my mom that I didn't want to go to, right? With some fake ass custody paperwork. So I've had bad experiences from day one, first encounter with these motherfuckers. Right? Now, I need y'all to understand, if you don't know police, police is just a program in this reality. That's why they walk the same, they talk the same, they got the same mannerisms. That's why they can kill you, all types of shit. Because they're just a program in this reality. And you gotta understand how to deal with them like any other program. But once you activate your sovereignty, they don't have the same jurisdiction over you that they had when you believed that you was a human being. Man, listen. I was one of those dudes, right? I appreciate you, my love. Thank you, Ebony. I was one of those dudes who, as soon as the police see me, man, I'll walk in the restaurant. They'll be in there eating. They'll see me, get up and run out. I got tats everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I always look like this. They'll see me, get up and run out, get in the car, wait till I come out and pull me over and search my car and shit. This type of shit they used to be doing to me. But now, man, it's like I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. The only thing I could do, if they might catch me speeding every now and again, they pop up some bullshit like that. Or I gotta be doing something insane in front of them for me for them. And even when they catch me speeding, it's never usually they'll keep me sitting for 20 minutes. They see my license, read my shit, write the ticket, and get in, and I'm out of there. Right? So, I didn't mean to send that invite. Do not join to that person. A lot of y'all are starting to notice this type of shit. A lot of y'all are starting to notice the police ain't seeing you no more. And I want y'all to really pay attention to this, bro. I want you to really observe. Next time you see the police, look. Look at them. And I guarantee you, they won't look at you. When you see them, somebody say everything you say is 100. I'm telling you, when you see them in the car, pull up beside them and look. They won't even look at your ass, bro. Right? Somebody said everything I say is slow. Why the fuck you in here listening to it, jackass? If you really think it's slow, why don't you take your smart ass somewhere and listen to some smart shit? That show you that you slow as fuck, bitch. Cause you in here listening to the slow shit. Y'all be trying to make yourself sound cool, but be dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to make themselves sound cool, but they be dumb as hell. Stupid ass bitch. Shut your dumb ass up, man. Fuck, if I felt like a nigga was saying some dumb shit, why in the fuck would I be sitting there for 2 hours listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Why in the fuck would I be sitting there for 2 hours? That's how you know they just mad that I'm dropping this sauce on you, bro. Because look, watch this. This is why they mad. How many of y'all are feeling like you can see it? How many of y'all are coming to that realization like, oh, I see it? 111's in the chat. How many of y'all can see it? If you can see it, it's over for them. That's what they don't want. You can see that shit. And look, you know what else they hate? It's all different colors. It's blacks in here. It's whites in here. It's browns. It's tans. It's light skins. It's all different nationalities. That's what they hate. Cause they like, yo, look at this nigga. How the fuck this white man over here putting a 111 in the chat? How the fuck this Asian person over here putting a 111 in the chat? They don't like that shit, bro. But see, what they don't understand about consciousness is that I could be myself. Y'all ain't looking at my appearance. Y'all are feeling my frequency and my energy right now. We measure consciousness. You know what I'm saying? We don't see physical, we measure consciousness. And it's about the things that I'm saying that you're seeing in your life in real time. And you've been trying to figure out, think about it. Thank you so much, Enigma. I appreciate that gift, brother. And you've been trying to put two and two together like, yo, what am I experiencing? You've unlocked the kingdom, chosen one. And now I'm pulling the leash off. You see what I'm saying? Now you like a dog that's free. You about to go out here and take your life back. And that's what the fuck they don't like, chosen one. That's why they want to talk shit. Because it's all different types of people from all over the world in here resonating. And we're all going through the same things, no matter where we're from, what we look like, what's male or female. They want us divided. See, they want me to say, this is a blacks only message. This is a blacks only message. That's what they want me to say, but it ain't. This for everybody. This for consciousness. Because guess what? Just like there's white NPCs, there's black NPCs too. See what I'm saying? This ain't no black only pie. We all got a piece of it, man. So let's stay tapped in, guys. Not only is the police acting different, but a lot of people are acting different, chosen ones. A lot of people, NPCs started acting different in general. You might go to the store and some random man is holding the door and is determined. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. You know, every time you need to get over, you know, you put the signal light on. Back in the day, everybody just keep riding past. Now, people will stop and let you get over. People that you grew up with, right? You ain't cool with them no more because they can't handle your frequency. So now a lot of relationships are falling off. A lot of people that you loved, a lot of people that you knew from, you know, they loved you when you were asleep, but now that you woke, everybody's falling off. And this is because another thing that happens when you unlock the kingdom, when you unlock this kingdom that the Christ was telling you, old programs fall apart. It's a reason why those relationships are not tapped in with you no more, chosen, because the illusion cannot stand. See, you didn't realize your friends, they were anchors. Your parents, your lovers, whatever you've lost, whatever relationship, it was an anchor. It was holding you in this matrix. That relationship with your brother, y'all gang banging and doing all this street shit together, that was an anchor to keep you locked into the matrix. And now that you're up, you and your brother ain't even talking no more. Y'all, you done turned his back, man. You ain't my bro no more. Real shit. That relationship, that marriage. Somebody going through a divorce right now and it's hurting them. I tell you, do not be sad because your real relationship is you've unlocked the ability to have something real. That marriage was an illusion. It was holding you in the matrix. Them homegirls that don't want to hang out with you no more because you ain't a lit bitch no more. You don't go to the club no more. So now bitches done disappeared. It was an illusion. When you unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about, when he said the kingdom was within, when you unlock that, old programs fall apart. And this can be chaotic in the beginning, chosen one. This could be chaotic in the beginning. This could be, man, everybody's turning their back on me on. But I assure you, chosen, any relationship, any job, any person, anything that you've lost in your awakening was an illusion. It was not for you. Let it go, because the faster you let it go, the faster you cut off these relationships, the faster what's for you can come to you. And that is one of the things that happen when you unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about, chosen one. Old programs must fall apart. And this can sometimes feel chaotic. Another thing that's starting to happen, that you're starting to notice, because you have unlocked the kingdom that the Christ was talking about, and that is synchronicities have become the default language in your life. Meaning, the simulation is constantly talking to you. Now, this is when it gets real tricky, right? And this is when it becomes not fair to be a chosen one. But you got to understand how to use this power. Now, what do I mean? Nothing can get over on you. Nobody can lie to you. Nobody can trick you. And this makes it hard to be a chosen one, right? Because you already be knowing you can't do regular human shit. And what I mean, like in a relationship, right? You be with somebody and you already be knowing, like, damn, man, this relationship ain't gonna work. I see the patterns, man. So you already know, like, this shit eventually. But the other person will be like really into it, invested. They really thinking that they got a shot, but you already see this shit ain't going nowhere. And it's like when you speak on it, it almost seems like you're speaking in future tense. Cause a motherfucker be like, damn, bro, you saying shit that ain't even happened yet. But they don't understand you're constantly getting synchronicities now, and you're starting to understand how to read them. For example, anytime that I'm somewhere where I'm supposed to be, meaning I'm following my life path, I'm gonna see hawks in the sky. That's like if I wake up today and I say, some say, yo, Jay, you need to go to Atlanta today. You need to go to Atlanta and get an Airbnb out there for 3 or 4 days and just and go out in town. Something's gonna open for you, right? And I hop in the car and I start driving to Atlanta, I'm gonna see hawks. The hawks are gonna confirm that I'm going in the right direction. This is a synchronicity that I see that tells me, yes, you're headed upon your path. If I go somewhere and I see a cat and the cat walks up to me and looks at me and say, meow, and then walks the other way, that means you need to leave, nigga. You need to get the fuck up out of here. Something ain't right. I learned that from going against it. And then some crazy shit happened, and I told myself, I say, next time I see that goddamn cat do that, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't give a fuck if motherfucking Nicki Minaj, somebody in that bitch, and I'm supposed to go in there and see what's up with her. I don't give a fuck. I'm walking away. I'm going the other way. Because I learned how to read my synchronicities. If I go outside and I see a crow, and that crow lands on a tree or a pole and it look at me and say, ah, I know to take my ass back in the house and reset this motherfucker for the day. You know, whatever I was about to go do, let me go sit down. Let me go sit my ass down. If I think a thought and I see a certain number pop up right when that thought pop up, then I know that's a confirmation. Yes, it's true. If I think something and then I see a certain color car fly past me real quick, I already know. Confirmation, yes. When you unlock the kingdom, chosen one, your synchronicities, the universe, your universe starts to communicate with you. Where you can't be in danger without knowing it. Songs, yup. Right? So a lot of y'all have unlocked the kingdom. Somebody said you don't know Christ. Well, you want to know something? All y'all people that be saying I don't know Christ, y'all remember the description of God when he say skin of brass, you know what I'm saying, hair of wool. Don't I look like that? I might not know Christ, but I'm related to God. So for you Bible niggas, you niggas always talking about the fucking Bible and shit. Don't I look like the description, bitch ass nigga? Don't I look like the description, bitch ass nigga? Exactly. Bitch ass nigga. So I wish y'all would just shut up. Excuse me, chat. I'm sorry. I know some people don't like that type of energy, but listen, this shit ain't always love and light as a chosen one. You gotta know how to bite these bitches back. You gotta be a dog sometimes. All right, so, and I'm just saying, bro, I'm just saying, if you want to talk that Bible shit, the description of God, I kind of fit that. My skin is of brass, my hair is of wool. I kind of fit that, nigga. All right, so let's tap in though, right? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Somebody said even angels carry swords. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just saying. Motherfuckers, I don't know God, I don't know Jesus. I might not know them personally, but I feel like I'm related in some way. Another thing that happens, chosen one, when you unlock this kingdom is that you move from survival to sovereignty. Yo, a lot of y'all are not living in survival mode no more. Like me, right? I refuse to chase this internet shit. I'm not chasing this shit. I'm going to attract this shit. But I refuse to be one of these dudes in this fake competition with these fake ass spiritual motherfuckers up here, showing up every day, coming up with new shit just to talk about trying to compete with the next nigga to be the nigga with the most followers, the nigga that got the most. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Because one thing about it, all you gotta do is hear me one time and your whole perception gonna change. I'm not chasing this shit when I got the real gift that I was given. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you are, chosen. You have refused. You are refusing to chase because you are not in survival mode no more. You understand that you have an electromagnetic field, keyword magnetic, for a reason. You attract everything that you want. We ain't chasing no petty ass money. We ain't getting up here on this internet like it's a 9 to 5. These niggas be up here like they in the 9 to 5. And then wondering why people ain't investing in them and shit. Cause nigga, you look like you You look like you struggling. You look like you need some money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas look like y'all need money. You know? Somebody said there's a lot of pride in this stream. What's wrong with me having pride? What I gotta be? I gotta be up here acting like a bitch. What I gotta be up here acting, acting like a feminine ass man or something? I do got pride. You wanna know why I got pride? Because motherfuckers tried to sacrifice me. And I ain't run from that shit. Motherfuckers hit me with a nerve agent. And I survived that shit. Motherfuckers took away my page 10 times, banned. And we still back like we never left. Over 100K followers once again. So yeah, I do got pride. It's not even pride, it's earned confidence. And chosen one, that's the thing, right? Don't let these motherfuckers try to take away your earned confidence. Don't let nobody tell you to keep your head down. Walk with your head up high because you know what you survived. And I assure you, them 10 motherfuckers who telling you you need to calm down, them 10 motherfuckers who telling you you need to be humble, they can't survive the shit you survived. They can't go out here and walk that shit. The baddest motherfucker you think you know can't go into situations that you was in and make it through it. So you better walk around with your head up high. You know what this is? This is me showing you I know I'm divinely protected. I know that there's something outside of me who guides me. I understand that. And I'm proud to be a chosen one. I'm proud of the things that I've been through and the things that I overcome. I'm proud of how these motherfuckers try to take me off the internet, but yet we still here. They can't stop it. They can't control it. I'm proud of that. Very proud of it. So yeah, I do have my head up high. I do live the life that I want. I'm not one of these creators who up here talking and can't show you shit in real life. I'm good. My bills paid, my money straight, my bitch bad. Yeah, I got my dream car. I'm living my life, bro. I got a big ass crib. Yeah, but you know why? Because I took my life back. Just 2 years ago, I was down bad. Just a year and a half ago, I was down bad. I ain't know if I was gonna live or die. So when you see me being like this, it ain't cause I feel like I'm better than nobody. This is earned confidence, bro. I had every opportunity to run. I had every opportunity to get away, to go hide, to run away from my attackers. But guess what I did? I stood and I looked that shit in the face and I knew that something was guiding me. And I trusted my voice inside my head and I kept walking. And these motherfuckers did they big one to me. And guess what? Guess what Source showed them? That when Source says no, that's what the fuck it is, no. See, y'all don't even realize how many times these people done did some shit to try to kill me. How many times these people done attacked me. I ain't earned the ability to say all this shit on the internet and get up here every day. These bitches done try to kill me over 10 times, nigga. I just ain't dying. I die and come back. So a lot of y'all be talking that shit and you don't even fucking know me. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't the only one that's done been through this. You see? I ain't the only one that's done been through this. That's why I could drop these videos and thousands of people leave comments and say, yo, bro, you talking to me. I'm going through this. Bro, you help me. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, we all going through this shit. Source ain't just using me, using you too. So I'm just saying, bro, all y'all people that want me to be up here like, even when my attackers hit me with the nerve agent and I was supposedly a dead man walking, I was talking shit. Even when I was walking around Van Nuys barefoot with my shirt off, I was talking shit. Even when I was halfway trying to fight to keep my consciousness, I was telling these bitches, fuck them. So you gotta understand, this ain't just an act, bro. It's just really me. It's just something in me. Ain't nothing wrong with having some pride, chosen one. Them motherfuckers don't know what you overcame. Don't let nobody tell you not to walk in pride. Don't let nobody. Hey, look. If gay can have pride, why the fuck I can't? Ain't nobody mad when it's gay pride, but they mad when Jay got pride though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Ain't nobody mad when it's gay pride, but when Jay got pride, it's a problem. I'm arrogant. I'm some bullshit. If the gays can have pride, why the fuck I can't? I'm just saying. And look, rainbow, that's my shit. My aura rainbow. Rainbows pop up over my head and shit. So if they could use our rainbow and look, this ain't no shot to gay people. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. If you ain't here understanding this for you, you could be gay, you could be whatever you fuck you want. It's your life. But I'm just saying, everybody get mad when they see a man, especially a black man, in masculinity, having certain energy. But if I was up here talking gay pride, nobody had a problem with it. You dig what I'm saying? It can be gay pride, but not J pride. That's fucked up. So, yo, you don't went from survival to sovereignty. It just certain shit you ain't gonna do no more, chosen one. Certain things you not gonna get out here and chase. And this is what happened because you have unlocked uh the kingdom. 111 is in the chat if you resonate with what I said, man. And if you do resonate, chosen one, I need you to understand the only thing that's holding you back is you and your choices. Whatever you make the choice to do and follow up with the steps to go with that choice, it's gonna be successful for you. I promise you. He said the meat suit results. He had anxiety. I promise you. All right, chat. Let's get into the 10 rules to navigate this matrix. Now, we're gonna go over these 10 rules, chat, and then I'm gonna let y'all up out of here. These are 10 rules that will help you navigate this reality as consciousness. Now, I want y'all to listen to it, and then we're gonna go over these rules. All right, pay attention.
All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat, the way you would for chosen ones. Here's a full overview of the 10 rules of the Matrix from the perspective of the soul inhabiting the body. 1. Everything is the Matrix. Every thought, action, and experience is part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Nothing is random. 2. Energy is currency. Your attention, focus, emotions, and actions are all energy. The Matrix pulls from your energy, so protect it like your most valuable resource. 3. Observe, don't react. The soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over your reality. 4. Frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration: love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy frequency to what you want to manifest. The Matrix responds to resonance. 5. See through the layers. The Matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode illusions, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. Always look beyond the surface. 6. Master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. 7. Recognize NPCs, hijacked and control players. NPCs, unaware players, stuck in loops. Hijacked players, partially aware but influenced by outside forces. Control players, fully aware and capable of navigating and manipulating the Matrix. Know who you're interacting with. It affects your energy. 8. Protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, manipulative influences, and low-frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, or societal traps. 9. Timing is everything. Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Knowing when to act, shift, or manifest is crucial for maximum effect. 10. Codes and frequencies are tools. The Matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibration. Learn to speak the universal language.
Somebody said pot.
It's the key to manifesting, controlling, and thriving.
Hey man, everybody like a nice little blunt at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it's all into what works for you. When I say substances, I mean like drugs. I don't really look at Zaza as a drug, but some people it affects whatever. Um, yeah, I don't think weed is considered. So let's tap in with this, right? Um, Rule number one: everything is the matrix. You got to start understanding that. Every interaction, every situation, every person, everything that you come in contact with, it's the matrix. You're in the matrix, bro. Now, later on today around 3:30, I'm gonna be back live, and we will be talking about how to measure consciousness to understand when you're dealing with an NPC versus a soul. But unless you know you're dealing with a soul, you gotta assume that you're just talking to code. Everything is the matrix, all right? And you don't want to miss that. But when you come to this understanding that everything is the matrix, this is the first level of awareness. Because when you start finding yourself in situations, you're gonna know, yo, all right, this is, when you meet people, you're gonna know, all right, I'm meeting this person. What is you're gonna be looking already looking, you're not going to be thinking this is just some random encounter. You're going to already know this either a lesson or a blessing. I got to pay attention. Everything is the matrix. You feel me? Yeah, for sure, James. Number two, energy is the currency. Guys, you have to understand that your energy is your most valuable resource. Think about this. Money, right? Money is energy. I'm pretty sure you understand that by now. If you don't, I'm about to put you on sauce. This is how you really get the money. First, you got to know what it is. It's your energy. It is literally your energy that is transmuted and manifested into the physical reality. So, making money is like doing alchemy, right? This nigga been in here the whole 2.5 hours I've been up here. He been in here disagreeing with shit. Let me shut your ass up. Right? So your money is physical. I mean, it's your energy manifesting the physical. For example, how do you get paid at work? You got to do the job. Doing the job is what? You putting out energy. That energy you put into the job translates into money at the end of the week. Anything that you do to make money, it requires you to put energy into it. For example, I make videos. I get paid from YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, right? I make videos. So I put my energy into those videos and then it comes in the form of money. You feel what I'm saying? Money is literally your energy. You got to understand that when you don't protect your energy, you fucking your money up. Right? For example, you ever notice when you get in a toxic relationship and shit starts going downhill, your money start getting fucked up, your finances be fucked up, right? Your finances be messed up, it's because you're not protecting your energy. When people siphon your energy, it stops you from getting money. Because this is how it works. All right. This is how things come into the physical. Thought, intention, action, then it manifests into the physical. If you don't protect your energy, if your energy is being siphoned, then you don't have energy to manifest. It requires energy to manifest into the physical. So if your manifestations are not falling through, it's literally because you need to protect your energy. You got somebody around you, whether that's your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, friends, or whatever, somebody's draining your energy. Let's look at the 9 to 5. Guys, you got to understand in this reality, yes, we are in the physical, but there are things that are playing, that are happening in the background that you got to understand. For example, right? You don't see the air, but you know we breathe it. So you understand that there's shit happening around you that you don't see, but it's very real. right? Because you know you breathe oxygen, but you don't know how that shit look. You don't see it. You have to tap in with the things that you can't see, the energies, the frequencies, and you got to understand it. Like a radio station, you have to start knowing how to tune into shit. So I'm gonna tell you why your 9 to 5 is fucking you. All right, for anybody that's working a 9 to 5, I'm gonna tell you why that 9 to 5 is the reason you are stuck in life and why you have to quit it. Now, you don't listen. You don't have to listen to me. And I am gonna say this, guys, in life, things do not happen overnight. So listen, when you find yourself in a fucked up situation, that ain't happen overnight, right? You've been building that shit up. Now shit done hit the fan. Now you fucked up. You in a fucked up situation. It didn't just happen overnight. You ain't just wake up and 300 pounds. You know, you've been eating and eating and eating, and now your ass goddamn big as hell, right? You don't just get in shape. You've been working out like a motherfucker for years, and now your body is crazy, right? Things don't happen overnight. So if you're looking for, oh, I want the overnight success story, that's a dream that they sell you. That's not how life works. In life, you're going to have to program shit into reality. That's why Jay-Z's a billionaire, but he's been doing rap since what, 90s? You feel me? All these people that got me, Drake, he's a millionaire. He's been doing the rap shit almost 20 years now. So things don't happen overnight. You have to pick something and stick with it. That's why a lot of y'all ain't finding success because you keep changing up so much. Right? When shit start to take off or shit about to take off, you done stopped and switched and went to somewhere else. And this is why you ain't unlocked it yet. You gotta pick. You wanna know why I'm having all this motion on the internet? Because I stuck with this shit. No matter how many times I got banned, no matter how many times, you know what I'm saying, whatever bad things happened, I never said fuck it. I just kept coming back and kept sticking with it, kept going. And now this sustains my life. It does more than sustain my life. It sustains a few lives. So let me tell you what the job is doing. And I'm going to tell you why you got to quit your job and why you got to really lock in. Now, you don't have to quit your job, but you have to make time for something other than the fucking job because the job is keeping you stuck. Now, life is about frequency, energy, and frequency. Everything is a frequency. Success is a frequency. Abundance is a frequency. Failure is a frequency. Scarcity, poverty, these are frequencies. Everything in life is a frequency. And certain things, certain actions, and certain thoughts is how you tune in to certain frequencies. Let me say that again. You want to tune into an abundance frequency? It starts in your mind first. And you got to take certain actions. You got to do certain shit. Right? You got to change your environment. Start going around the abundance. Start constantly staying in the abundance. No matter how much it's costing. It's just certain shit you got to do, right? It's how you tune in to frequencies. Actions and thoughts. It's like a radio station. So unconsciously, we have tuned in to these lower frequencies like survival mode, scarcity. We've tuned into them because we be thinking shit gonna run out. You know, we be thinking all of this stuff, right? Somebody said abundance causes me to sin. That's crazy. That's a character flaw. Dream. You shouldn't have to be poor not to live life right. I don't know why. Guys, money ain't evil. People do evil shit with money. There have been many righteous men that have had millions beyond belief in this world. And they was righteous. They wouldn't hurt an innocent person for nothing. Y'all gotta really stop believing that money is evil. Y'all gotta really start believing that Because you are chosen, that means you have to struggle. That is not the truth. Because you are chosen means anything that you need or want will find you. Mensa Musa, facts. It ain't the money that's evil, it's the people that got it. The evil people got money right now. That's all. The money don't make you evil. So let's talk about this 9 to 5 situation because I need y'all to see this. And I need you to understand why you have to quit your job or why you have to stop working so much. Everything is frequency. Why did you get that job? You went and got that job because you got to survive. You're trying to survive. Jobs are survival frequencies. You're not going to be abundant. You're not going to tap into riches by only with a job. If all you're doing is working a 9 to 5, all you're gonna do is survive. I promise you. And you gotta understand the job is a survival loop. That's why it gives you just enough money to pay your bills, and then after that, you ain't got shit left. After you pay your bills, it's over. Right? See, money is energy. The dollar is just the physical form of it. It's just the physical form. A lot of y'all be blocking the money from coming to you because of how you see money. You don't even understand its energy. You think it's hard to get. You just see the square dollar bill and that's all you see. Now, the job is not paying you. I'm going to tell you what pays you in the Matrix. How do you make money? The job ain't paying you, bro. Now, it's an illusion. And I want you to see it because once you see it, now y'all can go out here and get this money. The job ain't paying you, chosen. What the job is doing is assuring that you stay in survival frequency. You know what's paying you? Your intention and action. Intention and action is how you alchemize energy into physical money. When you make money, you are doing alchemy. Guys, I'm giving you the correct understanding of life so you can know what you're doing. Don't ask me how I know this shit. I just remember it. I'm telling you, I'm somebody. I'm one of them niggas on the pyramid. Right? I'm just giving you the sauce. You're doing alchemy, bro. That's what the fuck you doing. You're doing alchemy. So every time you thinking, yo, I need to make money, you need to think, I'm doing alchemy, bro. That is what you're doing. And what is the formula to alchemize your energy into physical money? Intention and action. All right? This life is not as solid as you think. This shit is malleable. Very malleable. So, this is what you gotta understand, right? This is what you do. Set the intention, take the steps. This is how you make money in the Matrix. Now, I'm about to prove to you that this is it. Think about this. Somebody say, man, Jay, you tripping. My job give me a check every week. It's not the job, bro. It's your intention and action. Think about this. When you needed money, you said, yo, I need to get a job. I need money. That's intention. And then what? You took these steps. Filled out applications. That's the action, right? So your intention and action got you a job. Right? Now, every day you go to work, you're going to work with what? The intentions to make money. And then you do what at the job? The action. You go to work today. Somebody going to work today because guess what? They intending on getting paid. And they about to go do the action. Now, this is where it's gonna fuck you up. Now, I need you to hear me. Pay attention to the ones that's listening. Listen, hear this. Don't just hear it. Process it. Download it. Get it in your mind and download it. Because once you download it, you unlock the ability to actually do it. That's why I want you to see it. Because if you can see it, then you can do it now. Right? Remember that. If you can see it, you can do it. If you can't see you and that girl being together, if you can't see you and that man being together for 10, 15 years, it ain't gonna happen. But if you can see it, you can get there. Right? So somebody said R. Kelly said that. Nah, but he said some real shit. Listen, if you can see it, you can do it. Now I want you to see this. Listen, when you realize that there are millionaires and billionaires, this when I came to this realization, it fucked me up. When you realize that there are millionaires and billionaires making millions and billions of dollars every year using the same intention and action that you're using at that job for pennies, you're gonna walk out that bitch. I'm gonna say it again. When you realize that there are millionaires and billionaires using the same intention and action that you're using to make $30,000, $40,000 a year, you're gonna walk out that bitch. The job don't pay you. It's your intention and action, brother. You're literally trapping yourself in that job. Now, I've done this in every stage of my life, whether it was good or bad. When I was 12, 13 years old, I went to the store, bought hella candy. Told my mom couldn't afford to send me to school in the school clothes I wanted. So I said, Mom, let me get that food stamp card. Went to the store, got me about $30 of candy, put it in my book bag, went to school, sold it. That intention and action enabled me to not only pay and buy myself clothes, buy my brother and sister some clothes, and I had a big ass bankroll. So going into ninth, 10th grade, I was able to even have me a car, all just intention and action. Even using it in a bad way, growing up in the hood, growing up in these places where I was programmed to think that fast money, getting money off selling da 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 da. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Even that, I used my intention and action for that and blew up in that. Yeah, it took me to prison. But the point is, intention and action is what gets you paid in the matrix. Even going into prison, right? And doing my time. I did 7 years for my crimes. Right? Even going in prison, all I needed was intention and action. I came home with more money than I had going in because I had intention and action in that motherfucker. I looked around. I said, how I'm going to get this money? I ain't got nobody to send me nothing. I can't be in here fucked up. I said, you know what? Ain't no poker table in here. Let's open up a poker table. Intention and action. Kept me beyond paid. So when you realize, right? When you realize that your intention and action is what pays you in this reality, bro, stop doubting yourself. See, the job is guaranteed. That's why you got the job. And you got to understand, you work because you've been programmed. We come from the struggle program. Thank you so much for that galaxy, brother. Enigma 3D, I appreciate that. We come from a program. We come from the worker, the struggle program. Your daddy saying, you 16 years old, your dad, you need to go get a job, J-O-B. You know, you had pops. Your daddy was fucking pops. So you gotta understand, bro, you've been programmed. And this is why when it comes time for you to think how I'm gonna get money, you think, well, I ain't selling drugs. This is what the average motherfucker think. I can't do nothing illegal. I ain't about to scam. Some people say, I'm gonna scam, I'm gonna sell some dope, I'm gonna shake this ass, right? Or you got people that say, well, I can't scam, I ain't selling drugs, I ain't about to be a hoe, so I guess I'll get a job. You see how small you thinking? This is the program. This is all they're showing you. They're showing you, oh, you want to get this money, bitch? Be a hoe. Go get this money. Make these niggas pay. Or you want to get this money? You got to be a dope boy or a basketball player or an entertainer, an actor or something. But that ain't true. See, a lot of y'all be riding past the Migos outside, standing at the gas station selling flowers. But I bet you that Migo making about $200-300 a day off that shit. Some shit you'll never make at your job. A lot of y'all laughing when y'all see the nigga in the mall walking around giving out his card, trying to sell the motherfucking books or something, right? Right? And y'all think, man, ain't nobody buying that shit. But guess what? That man just stood in there and gave his card out to 1,000 people. The book, $50. All he needs is 10 people to buy it. He done did that in 3 hours. He done made $500 in 3 hours, where it take you 2.5 days to make $500 at your job. Y'all be laughing at that motherfucker you see in that food truck, but they done made $500,000 this year. So intention and action is how you get it, man. Stop worrying about these fake ass guarantees. That guarantee of that every 2 weeks check, it's an illusion, bro. See, this is why the Christ told you, all you need is this much faith, the faith of a mustard seed. That's all you need. When you realize, man, you in the Matrix. This shit really GTA for real, bro. You ever played GTA and you start selling drugs or something on GTA and people just start appearing to come by it? You'll be looking down the street and then you'll just see an NPC just appear, and then they come buy the shit from you, right? That's how life is, bro. People will appear to buy your shit. People will just show up to buy your shit. They will spawn. They will spawn. You just gotta focus. A lot of y'all laughing at them niggas you see holding that sign. But I'm going to tell you, not standing there holding that sign every day if he ain't making no motherfucking money. I'm trying to tell you, not standing up there holding that sign that say anything will help if he ain't getting no money. So what you got to understand is, and see, what y'all don't realize is, a lot of them people that you be seeing up there holding them signs, them people ain't homeless. They ain't fucked up. They just figured this shit out. They just figured out it's intention and action. They don't got to do shit. See, I'm at a realization that some of these motherfuckers are really experimenting and playing with life. A lot of these motherfuckers done understood they in the Matrix and they just playing with life and shit, trying to see how much they can do. And us as programmed individuals, we mistake that. Intention and action, bro, is all you need. Pick something, stick with it, and take the steps. Set the intention. I'm doing this because I want to get this money. I'm doing this because I want to get this money. Take the steps. I guarantee you, if you start clocking into yourself the same way you go clock into that job, you ain't gonna have nothing but success. You get up and clock into yourself every day, you ain't gonna have nothing but success. Somebody say, I know a guy making $300 a day panhandling. I'm telling you, y'all think Unc ain't getting that money. I know, listen, I used to be a trapper. I see niggas go stand on the corner holding that sign, and then they'll come back to me and spend $200, $300, $400 after a long day of sitting there for 5-6 hours. So you gotta understand, bro, this shit, the Matrix. Stop believing in that bullshit ass illusion of this guaranteed paycheck. And stop letting these people harvest your energy. The job, you want to know why the boss of the job is a billionaire? Because he's energy siphoning. He's harvesting your energy. He's harvesting you. He's harvesting your intention and action. That's why he's a fucking billionaire. When you realize that your intention and action is all it takes. Energy is the currency, chosen one. All right. I just gave y'all a lot of sauce. And I know that the elites or whoever watching my shit want to kill me. They mad. If you just came to a realization, 111's in the chat. If you just realized something, 111's in the chat. If you can see it, 111's in the chat. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can see it. All right, for sure. Yes, intention and action, man. Set the intention, take the action. This is how you get money. Stick with it. See, you gotta just stick with it, man. A lot of y'all, I like that gift. Thank you. A lot of y'all, right? Y'all don't know this, but a lot of y'all have quit things right when they was about to take the fuck off. In this life, you go through resistance first. You go through resistance. Life is gonna give you resistance to see if you're serious about what you're doing. Look for the resistance, bro. It's like working out. You work out until you can't lift it no more. That's that resistance, right? That means that workout done. You done did that, right? Yeah. Pick something, stick with it, no matter what, and you'll see success. Nothing bad though. Nothing bad. Don't pick nothing illegal. You don't gotta do no illegal shit. You can do good shit. You can do regular. Man, you can wake up today and say, you know what? I'm about to go to somebody's job. I'm about to go to this warehouse. I'm about to sit in the parking lot. I'm about to cook this chicken and then go sell chicken plates. 12 o'clock at lunch. $20 chicken plates. I'm gonna do 10 a day. And you feel me? That's it. All right, let's keep going, chat. Number 3, observe, don't react. Thank you so much. A soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. Guys, listen. Energy is the currency. You have to learn how to observe and not react. Guys, you gotta protect your energy, bro. I don't give a fuck if you love a girl, if you love a dude. You gotta just protect your energy. On days when shit ain't going right, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta sleep in another bed, whatever you gotta do. Listen, there are people in your life who only exist to get a reaction out of you. And the quicker you come to that understanding about life, that people in your life have roles, and there are some people who are only here to get you pissed off, to drain your energy. And you gotta see that. And you gotta understand that. This could be your mom, this could be your dad, this could be your brother, your cousin. This could be somebody that you can't cut the fuck off, your child. And you gotta see it. And you gotta stop giving people your reaction. See, the name of this game is energy harvesting, energy siphoning, energy conservation, energy manipulation, and energy protection. The soul that understands how to do all 5 of these will be a winner in life because energy is the currency. So if you understand energy harvesting, if you understand how to avoid being harvested, you can see it. Oh, I ain't commenting on that. That's an energy harvest. Oh, I ain't watching that. That's an energy harvest. Oh, I ain't going to that concert. That's an energy. If you know how to avoid that, and then you know how to do it. You know how to harvest energy around people that you're around. Energy harvesting doesn't have to be bad. This could be something as simple as, all right, it's 10 of us that live here, right? I got a big ass crib. I got 10 roommates. Everybody pay me $300 for the rent. That's $3,000. After you pay the rent, you still walking away with $600, $700, $800. You see what I'm saying? The soul that understands energy harvesting, understand how it looks, you're gonna be a winner. The soul that understands energy siphoning and understand what that looks like. What is energy siphoning? If I do something to piss you off and you get mad and snap the fuck out, I just siphoned your energy. If I get on this internet with a crazy topic that I know people gonna be in their feelings, that's an energy siphon. Like the dude Chud the Builder, walking around calling everybody niggas and shit. He was energy siphoning. He's an energy vampire. You got to know what these things look like. You feel what I'm saying? How do you siphon energy? When people try to harvest you, meaning when people try to get a reaction out of you, the best way for you to siphon their energy is not reacting. Think about this. If I do something to piss you off, but you don't get pissed off, you don't react in that way. Instead, you look at me and laugh, and then you walk off and get in the car and drive off. All of that energy that I just put into siphoning your energy, that I just put into getting a reaction out of you, becomes yours. I got up. I said, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put this right here. I know when she see that, she gonna get pissed off. Then I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say that word that she hate, and she gonna go to fuck off. Her day gonna be fucked up. And then I do those things, and then she comes down the steps and she looks at me and says, "You're funny," and walks off, gets in the car, and drives off. And then I start calling her, and she doesn't answer the phone. She just siphoned the fuck out of me. She just took all of that energy that I just put into trying to make hers. And plus, every time I call, she just took that and made it hers. Now she can go transmute that and manifest whatever. She can go get some money. So you got to understand the name of this game, man. Stop allowing people to get reactions out of you. You got to start thinking like this. When I react, I just fuck my money up. You got to really start thinking about your reactions as money in this reality, because energy is the currency. It requires your energy to manifest. That's why you learn how to observe but don't react. Now listen, this is hard. Observing and not reacting, it seems easy, it sounds easy, but you gotta understand this is master shit. If you can apply these rules to your life and see them, you will become a master at life. So somebody said what to observe? See what they're doing. Observe the person. You can see when a motherfucker doing shit on purpose to piss you off. All you gotta do is look at them. And once you observe them, you'll be like, man, I see that bitch trying to make me mad on purpose. Oh, this motherfucker really trying to make me mad on purpose. I see it. I see it. And once you observe it and see it, it definitely ain't gonna make you mad no more. But this is how you alchemize. This is a form of alchemy. Once you take their energy and you siphon it, because all the shit that they've been doing trying to get you pissed off, and a lot of y'all in the Chosen One Olympics right now. See, when I was in the Chosen One Olympics, I was making $20,000 a month off selling books on the internet. $20,000 a month. Attackers was trying to do anything to stop me. Right? And I was making all of this money, but I was in LA. So I wasn't having shit to show for it because I constantly had to keep getting Airbnbs, hotels. You know how LA is, that shit expensive. Right? So I was generating that much money though because I was protecting my energy. Motherfuckers was trying to get reactions out of me and they wasn't getting the reaction they thought they was going to get because I knew people were purposely trying to push my buttons. People were purposely trying to make me mad. And see, a lot of y'all in that situation where people are doing shit purposely. I promise you, if you stop going for that shit, you'll be able to get out here and make some money, bro. It requires a lot of internal dialogue. I literally, my inner self had to coach me through that shit. It's hard, man. It's hard to observe and not react. But this is why this is why, you want to become a master. And once you understand this, you start winning. Number four, very important. Frequency dictates reality. Frequency dictates reality, guys. What I was telling you about the job, right? You're in survival. You're only surviving because the job is a survival frequency. You have to learn how to tap into frequencies. I didn't come to Earth to survive. I came here to be abundant and to live and to experience a life. This shit ain't even real. So why the fuck am I here struggling? Why am I here surviving? I'm supposed to be fucking thriving. Right? Listen, frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is basically your mindset. This is how you tap in. You have to become a master of your mind. It all starts up here. If you want to be rich, if you want to be abundant, if you want to have love, whatever, it starts up here. And then your vibration comes from that. So, high frequency thoughts, high frequency vibration. Do whatever you have to do to make your, if that means stop listening to rap and listen to motherfucking positive shit, whatever you got to do to make yourself think positively, to change your mindset, you got to do it. You have to protect your mental, your thoughts. This is something that, just like you got to protect your energy, you got to protect your thoughts because that controls your frequency. You see how it goes? See, a lot of people always talking about frequency, but they don't tell you how to control that shit. They don't tell you how to change and flip and flop into other frequencies. Your mind is frequency control. They putting up 187 over here. They don't like that. That means I gotta shut the fuck up. Right? But your mind is frequency control, man. So frequency dictates your reality. I'm gonna go ahead and blow past that one though. I'm just saying, man, listen, sir, listen, I don't want to be a control entity, but at the same time, it's like this, right? I want to get this message out to as many people as possible. And I've been given a platform where I say things that you probably never heard before on the internet, right? But when they put up 187 to let me know, bro, you're getting too deep. Shut your fucking mouth before we pull the plug on your ass, right? I don't got time to be losing my channels and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like this what sustained me. So I'm gonna give you what I give you, but at the same time, I gotta protect myself too. You feel me? But it's why I tell y'all, bro, I do $75 calls, bro. We'll chop it up for 30 minutes to an hour on FaceTime, on WhatsApp. Anybody want to tap in with me for them calls where you can pick my brain and ask me anything you want to ask? All you gotta do is get in my DMs, bro. And I'll sit on that phone with you personally. I don't got a lot of time, and I got a lot of people I got to fit into the schedule. But if we schedule it, man, we locked in. Feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not that I'm bowing down or something. I'm a wise man. I gotta protect myself, bro. And and because at the end of the day, I got a family that need me. If I ain't here, my family ain't gonna be at it. My family can't do it. You know. So I gotta protect. I ain't sacrificing myself or anybody around me or any of y'all, right? But frequency dictates the reality, chosen. Remember, it all starts up here. It starts up here. Number 5, see through the layers. Yo, this matrix is multi-layered, man. You gotta learn how to see through this motherfucker. You gotta learn how to see through the matrix. Stop judging the book. They tell you that. Don't judge a book by its cover. You gotta be able to see the signs. Yeah, that girl keep telling you she love you every day, but her energy say you not that nigga for real. Energy don't lie. Right? See through the layers, man. A lot of people see me and they just think I'm just some anything ass nigga, whatever, whatever. But you know, if you look and pay attention, you'll understand that this live is much more than just some hood nigga up here talking about the Matrix, right? You get this upgrade. So pay attention to the signs, man. Number 6, master the observer effect. Now, this is major. You have to learn how to master the observer effect. All right, guys, in your reality, your awareness changes outcomes. The more that you are aware of something, the more that you can change the outcome. This is why you have to master being an observer. For example, if I wanted to hurt you and you had no awareness, you're a sitting duck, easy to get. But the moment you become aware, this man Jay trying to do something to me, now you're making it hard for him. Now you can make it hard for me. Right? Somebody say I message you, no reply. I'll get back with you. Send me another message right now, and I'll get back with you, love. I got you. Your awareness changes outcomes. Remember that. Number 7, recognize NPCs. Yo, bro, we're gonna be talking about NPCs today at 3:30. So make sure y'all got y'all alarm set, y'all bell set, because you don't want to miss this if you've never seen the NPC log. All right. Number 8, protect your energy. Man, you already know why you gotta protect your energy. You already know why. All right. You already know you gotta protect your energy because it requires energy to manifest. If your energy is not protected, you can't manifest nothing. And that's a garbage ass life. See, when you have an understanding of this life shit, you start to love this life shit, bro. Like I love this life. I love this physical life shit. That's how I know I be coming here because I'm good at this game called life and I love it. You know, I damn near are tapped into my memories. This, you know what I'm saying? Like I damn near remember a lot of shit about me outside of this version of me in this time. You dig what I'm saying? But protect your energy, chosen one. I love this game, man. I love this game. Somebody said, did I get in fights in the pen? I got in like one or two, not a lot though. Honestly, bro, like my bed was kind of fun. I was young though, so I was wild and I was doing dumb shit, but I made the best out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't crying and pouting. Like I had fun every day. I went outside, I hooped every day. Shit was like camp. You know what I'm saying? Shit was like a camp, man. Mm. As long as I had that phone, I was straight. I love this shit. Hey man, 111's in the chat if you love this game of life. Yeah, I made the most of it, man. I lost my mom when I was doing time, though. I lost my mom and my grandma. But 111's in the chat if you love this game of life, man. Shout out to you. Somebody said you be motivating me for real. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Number 9, timing is everything. Guys, this is one that you got to remember. Timing is everything. Yeah, I came home to a whole new timeline, man. My people were gone. Still ain't used to it. I've been out for a while now, but like 3-4 years, 3 years, some shit. Timing is everything, right? You didn't hear from me for a couple of days. Yeah, I be telling y'all, guys, I don't do this for money. So, Anubis, I took a break, right? But I just don't like to feel like I'm chasing or feel like I'm trying to compete. So I be showing y'all that I don't need this internet shit, and I'll be off this bitch for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else running and running and running, trying to be the best, trying to be the biggest, trying to have the most followers, I be like, man, fuck the internet. You know what I'm saying? But then I start thinking like, damn, I'm falling short on my purpose and my duty. I have a duty because there's so many people coming to an awakening. That's why it's constantly a lot of people coming through these lives on TikTok and YouTube, because there's so many people constantly coming to this awakening. And it's like, if I don't get up here, I ain't doing my part for the collective. So this ain't a job for me. This ain't a way of making money. This is just me doing my actual purpose in this war, my part in this spiritual war of consciousness. Right? It's a war of consciousness. They want us sleep, but we're waking up. And when I show up, I know that I'm doing my part. That's why I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm blessed. Excuse me. That's why anything in my life that I want, I get, because I do my part, yo. And it's a lot of y'all, and I'll be talking about this tomorrow morning, but there's a lot of y'all, man, who got knowledge and you're sitting on it. You're getting these downloads and you won't get up here and talk. That's why your life hard. Because when you are somebody that has been instilled with the information, when you are a vessel, when you are a conduit to receiving information, you are supposed to be giving that back to the collective, chat. A lot of y'all bullshitting. A lot of y'all getting information that only you getting. But you ain't telling, man, listen, you might not reach millions of people when you first start this shit. But I promise you, everybody that is supposed to hear what you are speaking will see you. Everybody who is meant to hear that is gonna find you, bro. That's why I'm telling y'all, it ain't coincidence that you're in here right now. If you're in here, it's because you're tapped in. We're all connected. That's why you're resonating with it. That's how you know you were meant to hear this morning. Because now you're activated. Just from this one live, you're going to be seeing the world differently. Imagine when you catch the rest of them. So, if you are someone that is receiving downloads, if you know things about this world, if you can expose something, it don't matter if you're exposing the fucking rap industry. It don't matter if you're exposing the NBA. It don't matter what you're doing. But if you're somebody who can help us see through the layers, see through the deeper layers in anything, you need to be dropping it. You need to be dropping it. Whatever you're seeing through the layers, you need to drop that shit, bro. That's why you got that information. And that's why that job ain't working for you. That's why that business, because you ain't come here to do that shit. You came here to do what I'm doing, and you ain't doing it. You wanna know what somebody told me? Somebody told me, said, man, when I was like 10 years old, my mama took me to this church, and this man told my mama, he said, you gotta protect that boy right there, because he has a future, he has a special purpose, and he's gonna be able to take care of you and your family forever with what he got to do. He said, bro, you meant to be some type of preacher or something like that. And I never seen that though. I was like, bro, there's no way in fuck I'm supposed to be a preacher, because I just ain't never fucked with the religion like that, right? But lo and behold, I'm not a preacher, but I'm still teaching in a certain type of way. And what that man said to me came reality. But he told me, he said, as long as you run from your purpose, you will not have success in other shit. I didn't try to do so much other shit, and it didn't go right. So you gotta understand, man. Understand, overstand. Some of y'all got a purpose to where you can't do nothing but your purpose. And anything you try to do outside of that purpose, it's not gonna go right. It's not gonna go right. So if you're receiving these downloads and information, you need to drop it, man. For real. Stop bullshit. Number 9, timing is everything. Yo, in this life, there are portals and cosmic alignments. You gotta understand how time works. Time don't work the way they taught you. Time don't work by calculating seconds, minutes, and hours. That ain't what time is. Time is operating in frames and portals. That's why you got different timelines. When you get an idea, you need to go with it. Right? When you get an idea, you need to go with it. Because listen, procrastinating is killing your life. If you are a procrastinator, I need you to understand that you probably would have already been a millionaire by now had you just followed your ideas. You done missed so many portals to shoot you to your to get you started on your best timeline. It don't make no goddamn sense. Listen, when you put things off to tomorrow, it's not gonna hit the same. For example, you get an idea to drop a video, and you say, you know what? I'm tired. I ain't dropping this video tonight. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. And then you drop the video tomorrow, and the shit only get 10 likes. It only get 20 views and 10 likes. 100 views, 10 likes. You procrastinated. If you would have dropped that video as soon as you got the thought, you say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Even though I'm tired, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this video. Guess what? That shit would have went up. 10K views, 1,000 likes. You would have started seeing motion. That would have been the video that pushed you into your content creator career. A lot of y'all keep missing y'all portals because you don't understand how timing works. You don't understand that timing is everything. You don't understand that when you get ideas, your ideas are not you, bro. Do you know what it takes for an idea to land to you, especially a good one? Shit is coming from a field outside of you. It's how it works, man. Stop procrastinating, bro. That shit killing your life. Just start going with your ideas. Well, some saying this month I need to rent out a club and throw a party. Man, let's get on that shit. Yo, how much I can get the club? All right, yeah. Just go with it. And you're going to see yourself take all the way the fuck off. I promise you. The only thing that's stopping is your procrastination. Timing is everything, bro. Number 10. Codes and frequencies are tools, yo. And you gotta learn how to use the codes, man. If you don't listen, numbers are everything in this reality. This reality is operating off a coded structure. Everything is numbers. How old are you? That's a number. How tall are you? That's a number. How much do you weigh? That's a number. Where do you live? That's a number. Longitude, latitude, width, length, height. Everything is numbers. Because we live in a structure that is coded, a coded reality. Once you understand the vibration of numbers and how to use them, you can manifest whatever you want in life. Yo, Facebook, man, I love y'all. Thank you, man. I need my phone. Let's talk about my book, chat. For anybody. Now, this is my valuable book. This is my very rare and exclusive book that you only can get from me, from my lives. You can't find it nowhere else. And this book right here gives you all the codes. And not only does it give you the codes, it teaches you how to use the codes. Now, I'm coming out with a new code book of some more exclusive codes for all my people that got this book. I will have this new code book done in like 2 weeks. I'm just still tapping in with the ethers every night. And I'm trying to get all the codes that you may need. But you want to get this book. Now, this book is $50. And everybody that has this book, they're winning. Everybody that got this book winning. 111's in the chat if you already got this book and you feel like it was one of the best investments you ever made. Drop a 111 in the chat. I'm going to tell you how you can purchase it at the end of this live. But first, I want to show you. Now, the book is $50. But when you buy it today on my live, you're going to get a special deal, right? You're going to get all my books for only $50. That's something that I do. Now, listen, we live in a matrix, guys. Now, if things didn't require energy exchange, I wouldn't charge. But everything requires an energy exchange. Now, I'm going to tell you what that $50 is. That $50 is you saying, yo, I'm ready to step all the way out this matrix. That's why it requires this energy exchange. Now, you don't have to get the book to step out the matrix. But for the people that's really on this shit, like, yo, you know what? Bruh been saying some real shit. Everything he say, I see it. I think I came for this book. Yo, I promise you, this book is gonna change your life. Ain't nothing I told you was a lie, and I'm not lying to you right now. I've been selling my book for 3 years. You never see anybody coming here complaining, saying the book doesn't work. You never see it. And I do this every other day, bro. Right? So before I even tell you how you can get my book, let me prove to you that it works. Anybody who is in pain right now, drop a one in the chat. Anybody who's in pain. Now, guys, listen, it's going to be a lot of dudes in the chat talking shit. Oh, he's selling something. He's not spiritual. Oh, he's a scammer. The book doesn't. They just don't want you to get the book, man. Because once you get this book, your ass turned up. We already know it's agents in here, whatever, whatever. They really don't want you to get this information. Reach Bank, thank you, bro. They really don't want you to get this. All right, so let's tap in. So, anybody who's in pain right now, what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes and focus on your pain. We're about to get rid of your pain right now. All right, close your eyes, focus on this pain. Listen to these words. Now, I'm going to count to three. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to say, universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm going to say pain code. Then we're going to run this code right here, 23 31 443. We're going to say this code until the pain leaves your body. We're going to say it together, all right? It's only going to take a minute or two, and the pain's going to leave. This is going to prove to you this is the real sauce. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. So right now you should be saying this code while you are focusing on your pain. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. Yeah, there's codes for the lottery in my book as well. People have done. Yo, listen. If your pain is taken out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If you took the pain out your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. I see a lot of people spamming no pain. Can you wake an NPC up? No. But you can guide their behavior. A lot of y'all just took the pain out your body. Listen, man. Listen, I'm not selling you a dream. If you want a tool on your phone that's gonna help your life change fast, get this book. I promise you won't regret it. The money codes work. The money codes work. All the codes work in this book, bro. You want to be more disciplined. You want to have more consistency. There's hundreds of codes in this book. And the best thing about it is that it gives you 4 powerful methods to activate the codes. The water bottle method, bay leaf method, the manifest letter method, and the 5-minute method that we just used. You need to get this book. Now, guys, look. Listen to my words, man. Listen to me. The book is $50. In order to get this book, you have to buy it from me while I am live. All right? You have to get it while I am on this live. How do you get it? All right? You got to have $50 first. You got to, if you live outside of the United States, you can use PayPal or Revolut. So if you live in like Europe, Canada, anywhere, Australia, I accept PayPal and Revolut. If you live in the United States, you can get this book right now through PayPal, Venmo, Chime, Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay. All right. Now, you send the money, you screenshot it to my DM, I send you the books. I do not leave until you receive your books. Now, look, when you purchase this book, you're not just going to get that book. You're going to get all my books. So you're going to get this book right here. This is called Accessing the Akashic Records. A lot of people ask me, yo, Jay, how do you know this information? Right? How do you know this shit? It's literally because I've been tapping in with the Akashic Records since I was like 12, 13. Now, if you are somebody who want to tap in, you want to get downloads, you need to get this book. This book right here, you're going to get this book for free, but this book is going to teach you my technique and what I say when I tap in. Not only are you going to get that book, you're going to also receive this book right here. This is another book. You're going to receive this book for free. So you're getting all these books. Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all my information. Give me a second. Right? You're going to get this book right here. This is called Unlocking Your Power with Nature. All right? Now, this book right here is for anybody who feels like they have some type of spiritual gifts, right? This book is going to help you unlock your chakras as well as your spiritual gifts. All right, it's going to teach you how to sun gaze the correct and proper way. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, you should be sun gazing because that opens up your pineal and aligns your chakras. It opens up your spiritual gifts. All right? It's going to teach you how to moon gaze. It's going to teach you how to ground and interact with the ocean. You need this book. It's going to unlock your power. And last but not least, I'm going to tell y'all where to send the money. Give me 1 second. And last but not least, the last book you will receive for free after you purchase the Matrix book is this book right here. It's called 3 Love Spells That Will Bring Them Back or Make Them Go. Now, this book is for anybody who has been under attack by witches and warlocks. Yo, it's a real thing. They do these love spells, black magic, dark magic, do all this magic on chosen ones. They make you fall in these fake ass relationships. If you're going through some shit like this is your protection. This book is gonna give you 3 spells. One to make people leave you the fuck alone. One to if you want somebody to fall for you, whatever, get this book. Now, guys, I see a lot of y'all saying I need Yahweh and all this other shit. Shut the fuck up. Please, shut the fuck up. I'm more holier than you bitch ass motherfuckers. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you I'm a better man than all y'all motherfuckers talking all this shit. I guarantee you I ain't even gonna say it. But I guarantee when it comes down to doing good and bad, I'm gonna do good before I do bad. Unlock a lot of y'all motherfuckers that's in the church. Y'all some trifling, scamming, money hungry, evil motherfuckers. All right, so yo, how you get the book? You must be $50 ready. All right, you must have 50 bucks. You must have an email. These are ebooks. So I'm sending you the email. All right, right now on live. You can literally find me on live. I'm not going to scam you for the little $50. I'm going to get you the books. Everybody get it. That's how they buy them. That's how they get them. It increases value. You got to get it from me like this. I don't leave this live until you get the book. All right? If you want to get this book and you're $50 ready, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. Let's see. So, why it start glitching? I don't know. They don't want you to get this book. I'm going to say it again. If you $50 ready and you want to get this book, drop a 1 in the chat. Now, YouTube, it's different for y'all. All right? YouTube, I'm going to say this. So, YouTube, it's different for you. I can't DM you. So, YouTube, listen carefully. This is how you get the book. If you are $50 ready, I see y'all dropping it, and you want to get the book, right? All you got to do, drop a $50 super chat and put your email in the super chat. Listen what I'm saying. So when you go to purchase the $50 super chat, when you get the super chat, put your email. It's gonna ask you something to type on the super chat. Make sure you connect, you write your email up there. And I'm gonna send you the books right now. And then you just confirm in the live that you received them. Everybody that's dropping ones on TikTok, let's see. Jim, DM me the payment method. Jim, you have to accept my follow. If your profile is private, you gotta accept my follow request um to get it. All right. To get my DM. Calico, DM me the payment method. Tiqua, DM me the payment method that you want to use. Sunday, Anderson, DM me the payment method. Lux Dally, DM me the payment method. Argentina Lee, DM me the payment method. Lucky, Too Lucky, DM me the payment method. KK Cookies, DM me the payment method. All right. So yeah, DM me the payment method. All right. And guys, if you don't want the book, cool. I ain't, it's cool, bro. It's your choice. I don't listen. When you realize that the $50 is just an energy exchange to help you, this shit gonna get on your phone and change your life. Like I'm already good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Some of y'all confuse this with a hustle. I just told y'all I ain't even been on the internet in 2 weeks. I don't need to do this shit. So, all right, I'm DMing everybody. Let's do it. I'm just saying, bro. Don't confuse this. Calico, I just DM'd you. So, chat, this how it goes. When you send the money, the same DM that I send you the information, screenshot the payment and give me your email, and I'm sending it to you right now on this live for sure. All right, Lucky, I'm giving you the Zelle. And guys, please don't get in my DMs unless you are serious. All right, Lord Novia, I'm sending you the chime, my love. Argentina, Argentina Lee, I just sent you the Cash App. Sunday, I just sent you the Cash App. KK Cookies, I just sent you the Cash App. Jim, I'm sending you the PayPal right now. Yes, you can pay. You can. All you gotta do if you want to get it on YouTube because y'all cannot DM me. You can get a $50 super chat and put your email right there on the super chat, and I'm gonna send you the books right now on this live. All right. Uh, Ina, you want the book? DM me. I'm DMing you now. Yeah, that's it, Sunday. You can DM me on Facebook too. All right, Laura N. I just received your money on Chime. Laura N. I just need your DM. Yelena La Perosa. I hope I'm saying that right. I just received you on Zelle. Yeah, you can hit me up on DM. If you want to get the super chat, you gotta go to YouTube, TikTok. If you want to do the super chat method, go to my live on YouTube. I don't know how to DM on YouTube, so I don't know. KK, I sent you my Cash App. It's in your messages. Check your messages. Somebody said chosen one. Ha ha ha. If I wasn't chosen, why is you in here? Trying to criticize me. Why is it that important for you? Ask yourself that. Why did you have to come in here to do all that if I wasn't chosen? You ain't doing that shit to the homeless man. You ain't walking up to the homeless man talking shit. He homeless. You don't give a fuck. So why are you in here doing all this extra shit? On YouTube, all right. Send me a DM on YouTube. I'm about to go check it. If y'all can DM on YouTube, I don't know how to do it. I keep cutting out. Hold on, I'm trying to DM everybody. All right, Yelena, I'm sending yours now. That sent the money on Zelle. I'm sending your books right now. This is how the email looks. If you so chosen, why you gotta sell a book, bro? If first off, I'm selling a book. I made $1 million off a book, gang. Think about that. I made $1 million off of ebooks. You don't think that's smart? Like, think about the shit you're saying, gang. I've made a living off of books and the internet. Think about that. Like, he don't understand it. What I'm supposed to make $1 million working for a nigga? I don't need your address, Laura. It's an ebook. I'm about to send you I'm about to send them to your email. Yelena, I just sent you the book. Um, Laura, I'm sending yours now. Laura, they just sent on. So Laura, all you gotta do when you get the email, all you gotta do is scroll all the way down and slide it over. The email is right there. I just send it to you. Miss Simon, we could do it. Yeah, we can do that on Revolut. It's 50 USD though. You don't have to send 50 British pounds. It's only 50 USD. I think that's cheaper. Enigma. Okay, I'm gonna DM you, Enigma. Um, I just sent it to you, Laura. Let me know if you got it. So M Simon, M Simone, it'll be easier for you. It's cheaper for you. YouTube not letting you do super chat? That's crazy. YouTube not letting y'all get the super chat? Hold on, let me make sure I got it turned on. Let me make sure I ain't turned it off. Nah, my super chats is on. It should allow you to do it. So if YouTube not letting you do it, you might have to come to my TikTok. They said YouTube not even letting me get no money over there. They trying to block a nigga cash. Come on, YouTube. Nah, people have already sent super chats with their email on it. People already done that before. Grand Rising. Let me see if I could DM y'all, yo. So where are the DMs at? Where y'all say the DMs at? Oh, I think I see it. Okay, yeah. So I can direct message. So yo, send me a direct message, chat. I didn't even know I could DM up here. Uh, Nikiti Tagola. What's up? So, yo, all my YouTube people that want to get this book, DM me on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Imagine somebody just following you to hate you. Like, why y'all following me if y'all hate me so much? Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. We just had a long live chat. I love you back, sweetheart. Let me see. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Amy. Hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sending yours now. You got it? You got it, Laura? It came through your email? All right, bye-bye, Terry. Uh, Jemai and Argentina Lee. I just received it. I'm still live, man. All right, Laura. I'm glad you got it. Jemai, I just need your email and Argentina Lee. Oh, Jemai, you in the UK. Shout out to you. I gotta visit the UK, man. Some good people out there. My chime, I'm a my chime. I can put it in here, bro. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. I'm about to put it in the chat. Give me a second. Your attackers were. All right, I just put my chime in the chat. You see it right here? So if you send it to my chime, just put the email. Latiqua, I just received yours. All right, Argentina Lee, I'm sending your books right now to your email. I just sent it. Argentina Lee. Jemai, I sent yours already. Somebody else just ordered on Chime. That was to my chime is pinned at the bottom, YouTube. Shout out to you got it, Jim? All right, cool. All right, Tiquay, I got you. You doing the chime? All right, if you want to do the chime, that's cool. Just put your email on the chime. So when you send it on chime, connect your email in the little message. All right. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate you. Let's go. Shout out to Takia. I sent the book, sweetheart. Thank you. Argentina Lee sent. Jim, shout out to you. Um, Sunday says she got to do something. Um, oh yeah, Yelena, shout out to you. Shout out to Laura. Christy G, I just received your payment. I'm about to send you the books. Christy Lee. Shout out to Crystal Lee. Let's see. I'm about to check. Did you put your email on the chime? I just received it too. Let's see. Christy Green. I got it right here with the email. All right, I'm sending your books right now, Christy. Anybody on YouTube that want to get the books, all you gotta do is send the 50 to that chime. Somebody said I'm a modern day beggar. You niggas just be saying any stupid shit out your stupid ass mouth. That's why you ain't got no bitch. Cause the bitch can't stand you. You talk too goddamn much. Talk, no action. Say what you gonna do, never show it. And then you're stupid. That's why you still in the same position you're in, because you're just stupid as fuck. You say shit out your mouth without even knowing what the fuck going on. You just stupid as fuck. Hey, Christy, I just sent you the book, sweetie. Let me know when you got them. Joel, you want to tap in? That's cool, bro. Yeah, that's correct. Jamon Watson. That's correct, brother. Christy, I think I just sent it to you. Check. But that's why you ain't got no bitch. That's why you ain't got no money, because you just stupid and you talk too much. You don't never do no action. Stop texting and typing shit and start doing shit. Trying to figure out payments, I got you. That's why I had to tell my son, man, stop talking all the goddamn time and do something. Do the shit you're talking about. All right, I got you on Cash App, bro. Yeah, that's my Cash App right there for sure. Can you confirm the Cash App? Let me see. Yeah, that's the one I sent you in the DM. That's the one I sent you in the DM, sweetheart. Okay, Roro, you're in my live, sweetheart. Roro. Yo, chat, listen. This is my only page. All right, Tyvel, I just received you. I just received you off Chime, Tyvel. I'm sending you the books right now, brother. I'm sending you the books right now. And then you got these dumbass trolls that don't understand. I'm selling my ebook. This is how stupid these bitch ass niggas is. But like I said, that's why they ain't got no bitches. And this is why they ain't doing shit with their life. This is why they in my chat talking stupid. All talk, no action. Probably the type of motherfucking walk up, slap and spit right in your face. You ain't gonna do shit. But go type about it. Typing ass bitch. Hey, I need you wanna get in that convo? Type in. Tap in. Typing ass bitch. DM me. Send me a DM. Yo, Travel, I just sent it, bro. Let me know you got it. I don't want you to do nothing for me, bro. If you don't want to buy my book, it ain't nothing. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you, gang. I'm monetized on YouTube. I get paid. If you ain't trying to get the book or get a service from me, I don't need nothing from you, gang. For real. I'm straight out here in these streets. I don't know if you can tell. All right, let me check. Let me see. Let me just follow you so I can. You gotta follow me back. Happiness is here. That's why you can't DM me. You gotta follow. I can't see it. I just DM you. I just DM'd you. All right, chat. I think that's everybody. Somebody say, let me see. Honey Chiba. Is you doing the call? Are you sending the cash out for the call or what? Most set tracks. You want to get the book? Most appreciation, bro. You already know. You already know I send that to you real fast. If you buy from this guy, know that he pays taxes to Trump. You must not live in America. I think everybody pays taxes to something. I don't even pay taxes. They just take it. All right, man. YouTube is coming up. GBP. All right, cool. Just send it. Just send it on YouTube, fam. How much is your book? It's $50 for the book. Shout out to Christy and shout out to Tyville, man. All right, yo, chat, man. If anybody else wants this book and you $50 ready, drop a one in the chat. If anybody else wants to get this book and you $50 ready, drop a one in the chat. It's about the codes, breaking free from the matrix. It's 4 books in one. All right, chat. I'm out of here, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a beautiful day. I see y'all at 3:30, man. Make sure y'all come back. All right. It's all good, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a good day. All right. Yeah, for sure. Lock in, bro. We locked in, man. Let's do it. Tap.